Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Ready.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Well, conference play officially starts on a very warm Tuesday here in the capital city and across the state of North Dakota for AA boys and girls basketball, and we've got a doubleheader here for you tonight as Mandan has traveled across the Missouri River to take on the Bismarck Demons. Hi, good evening, basketball fans. Scott Woodmansey alongside Chuck Claremont as we've got a crosstown rivalry for you to start off the 25-26 conference play, and it features in our girls matchup two undefeated teams. Bismarck High, well, they got 2 wins out in the eastern half of the state. Mandan, well, they're 3-0. They got 2 wins out east, and they also added 1 more last Friday night in their home opener. And Chuck, Bismarck High, Mandan girls, both start off undefeated on the season, but now is the time where things start to matter a little bit more, and we'll see just what these two teams learned in those preseason basketball games.
Yeah, coaches love the opportunity where they get a chance to play some non-conference game to kind of kickstart the season. And as we mentioned, both teams played some Eastern teams. They have one common opponent, West Fargo Cheyenne, where Demons kind of hung on to that one by 1, and Mandan won by, I think it was 12 over Cheyenne. But talked to both coaches beforehand, Scott, and they're excited about how the 2 games went. I know Coach Shetler didn't seem as excited didn't think they played as well as they should have, but he said, bottom line is, he said, hey, we got 2 victories. That's the most important thing in terms of what's going on right now. And I know they got a lot of kids that are sick. He said a couple starters are potentially sick, and it just seems like early in the season, this time of year, you got to get through that sickness because it happens. These girls are working hard. Everybody is. You're kind of wearing yourself down a little bit, and maybe not get as much sleep as you should. And at any rate, Bismarck has a couple kids that are sick, and we're going to see how they're going to be able to go tonight.
Well, you're listening to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Your locally owned oil change headquarters, 25 years of the Lundins, taking care of people locally. Local actually matters, not to mention oil change is a stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change. They're typically performed in 15 minutes or less. Find them in Mandan and Bismarck. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. As we near the tip-off here in our first conference game, as we will take our first time out on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. When we come back, we'll dive inside the Mandan Braves. The Demons will take a look inside the West Region standings. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
Welcome back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Scott Woodmansey alongside Chuck Claremont. Glad to have you aboard here on the PSP Network as we take a quick look as what is going on the PSP Network. There you see lots of basketball going on tonight. Minot High in town to take on St. Mary's. Minot North over to take on Legacy. And then Dickinson and Minot are doing battle in girls hockey. So lots going on the PSP Network, Chuck, as we turn our attention now to these two teams. The Mandan Braves, under their first-year head coach, Tanner Pearn, comes in, gets off to a good start, 3-0. Goes out east, wins a couple out there, defeats West Fargo Cheyenne. And I think what Coach Pearson's probably found out is that he knows that everything's going to probably start and end with a young lady by the name of Anna Bugby.
Yeah, and they started the season out, Scotty. You had kids potentially back last year that got some significant minutes in that when they finished 4th at state. You got Sarah Helderop, 2-time All-State soccer player, thinking here she's back, had a great season as a junior. She decided she's going to concentrate on soccer. Then you have another lady, Anna Lyles, as a junior, getting to her senior season. She decided she's going to concentrate on track. And then Maddie Schwinton was the other one who chose to not go out. And she's same thing, kind of concentrate on track, which she's a very good track athlete. So it's kind of the season of change. New coach, some new faces of kids that are moving up and playing now from every time somebody chooses to not go out or whatever. Hey, it's 3 more positions that are open that people move into those positions. And one of those young ladies is Lizzie Millen. She came as a transfer from Williston. She comes down here now as a junior, had a nice year at Williston, great shooter. She surely is going to be somebody who's going to be, when you got a big like Bugby down inside, and you got a shooter, those things usually pair really well together. So you're going to look at the young ones in the Sierra Gustafson and Hadley Harris.
It's a youth movement, I think, over at Mandan.
And with only 3 seniors, but yet Coach Puritan really was excited about these kids. He said, man, there's kids that have just stepped up. They played hard. He's very impressed. They worked their butts off in practice. And he says, and then, of course, he's talking so highly about Anna Claire Bugby, which she told us, hey, you can call me Anna, you can call me Anna Claire. And I said, which one? And she said, Anna's fine. So, my wife says, Lisa's fine. Not sure what that means, but we're gonna go with Anna today, Scott. But she could be one of the best sophomore players in the state of North Dakota. And boy, you can tell she just worked on her body in terms of gained a lot of muscle over the summer. And she's going to be somebody who's going to be an absolute beast this year, I got a feeling.
Yeah, there's no question about it. We never mentioned even Allie Reiner. Another young player. I mean, she's going to have something to say for this Mandan team. As you're listening to our Valvoline Inside pregame show, as we get you set up for Bismarck High and Mandan in a boys and girls doubleheader. We'll take another timeout. We come back. We'll look inside the Bismarck Demons. You're listening to West Region Basketball on the PSP Network.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Welcome back to KARLGAARD Gymnasium and our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Stay in your car, drive through oil change, typically for 415 minutes or less. Find them in Mandan, Bismarck. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Chuck, let's turn our attention now to the Bismarck Demons under head coach Bill Shetler, a team that was 13-11 last year. And, you talk about returning some kids. I mean, they lose Caitlin Luther and Taya Fettig, but they've got some ladies back that played some significant minutes for them last year, particularly in the name of Jordan Rude. Yeah, they got almost their entire scoring and rebounding back, Scott, from last year, and that's a big thing. When you talk to Coach Shetler, he likes that they got a deep bench, and one thing he's concerned about tonight is size a little bit, but ultimately, before we get into kind of the X's and O's of the night, take a look at these girls. And you mentioned Jordan Root is a senior, just one of the best athletes in West Region, Scott, whether it's volleyball, all-state, whether it's track, won the high jump. Now you come into all WDA performer in basketball. It's just somebody that she's just so athletic, got great instincts for the basketball, one of the best shot blockers in the history of Bismarck High. I mean, probably when she's graduated, I think as a sophomore she had the record. I think as a junior she had the record. She's already up to a good start this year as well. And then you got the Newmiller twins. You got Taylor Mayer. You got Grace Newman, who we really liked how she finished the season last year. She looked really good. Izzy Dahl is sophomore, somebody who can shoot. Another really good athlete. Morgan Delzer, a great shooter. Briar Johnner, another track athlete, another one of those athletes that Coach Shetler loves to have. And Opal Sorensen, I know she's been injured. This is her first game, I don't think she played the first couple games. Scott, my understanding is this is really the first game that she's really getting a chance to play, according to
Coach Shetler. So, and she's going to get the start tonight to try to, because she's 5'10", they want to get some, as I mentioned, some more height in there tonight. So it's a team that I know Coach Shetler likes his team, but he said, hey, there's a lot of things up in the air. We got to see how we take care of the basketball. We got to see how we're going to play defense. That's really going to be the key to this team. And get back to state. Last year they didn't make state. 2 years ago they got second. So they want to get back to their winning ways and getting themselves into the West region in the state tournament.
Well, Chuck, let's take a look at those early season standings. There you see it, conference play. And, boy, I tell you what, everybody fared pretty well in the non-conference season as nobody, well, other than 3 teams took a loss in non-conference. But I don't know. Is that something to be said about what this West Region girls could be like?
Well, based on how they played and went against the East teams, I mean, they got a good chance, a good opportunity. Legacy had a huge win against Horace in terms of that matchup. You see Century went down and rolled in the tournament down in Gillette. Mandan wins 3 victories out east. And even Wilston gets a couple victories. I didn't see who they played, Scott. I know you're connected with Wilston a little bit, but it's good to see them maybe back in some winning ways. And surely Minot High, talk about a team to beat. I mean, it's going to be, this could be a season to remember for them for sure, with Lily Bell in her last year before she goes on to Oklahoma, and Maggie Fricky, and man, they are loaded with no question. So they are going to be the gold standard of everybody going against Minot this year.
Yeah, certainly lots to be determined as we're just getting this thing started, and once we get into February, we'll know a little bit more. And speaking, Chuck, of those standings, the most recent Class AA boys and girls basketball poll was released. Well, there you have it. Minot High leading the way, followed by Century, Legacy, Shanley, and Fargo Davies. Fargo Davies, I find 0-0. I mean, they always seem to be good, right? Coach Safransky, I'm not sure if she's still coaching or not. She's not.
She's retired, right? So ultimately, it's going to be who's going to come in and fill her shoes. But man, she just had a great program there that I can't imagine that there isn't going to be a quality program in Davies. Everybody's sure thinking that way. Then you got Mandan and Bismarck High both receiving votes.
Mandan's going, what do you mean? We're 3-0 as well, and we're receiving votes. So, I mean, that'll tell you. But
Mandan was picked 4th in the West region. Bismarck High was picked 5th, by the Hoopsters. So it's, expectations from these two teams are kind of middle of the pack. So it's hard to say when that first, and not everybody always gets their votes in. I mean, I know there was 17 people who got their votes in this week, but you tend to kind of lean towards those teams that have kind of been up there before you really get a chance to see some of these other teams. So not a lot of stock probably taken in that early season state Class AA poll.
Yeah, then you look at, an interesting stat. Chase Miller does a good job putting this together, but teams that have been in the top 5 of every poll since AA basketball started, Davies at 29, Minot at 29, Century and Shanley, 3.
Yeah, they're the next ones behind that. So it shows you those two programs have been, have been so good for so long. I know Chase Miller went back to 23-24 season that he's used that.
Yeah.
But even before that, surely those teams were and Century including, and Shanley, those were the 4 teams that were consistently in that top 5. Surely that we can remember.
Well, you've been listening to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We'll get to our keys of the game in a moment, but as we do each and every time on the PSP Network, we're going to bring you the presentation of the colors. Also, we're going to have the singing or playing of our national anthem, and we want to thank all those servicemen and women as allowing us to do what we do here for you on the PSP Network. Be sure to like and follow us on all the social media platforms, as PSP will be all over the place from now until the end of March, bringing you coverage of basketball. Well, I want to say statewide, but let's just say
countrywide. What are you talking about?
Well, no, I mean just
coverage.
Yeah. But
surely
worldwide, you can catch us on the PSP Network. And now we're going to have the presentation of our colors. Well, there you have it, our presentation of the colors. And Chuck, before we get this one underway and our starting laps, let's take a look at our Northern Plains Heating Air keys of the game. There we got for the Mandan Braves. Chuck, handle the pressure anytime you play Bill Shelton and the Demons.
Yeah, the Demons like to get you full court pressure. They're going to get out and try to get turnovers. Right now, Bismarck High, I mean, they've forced 22 turnovers a game for their opponents, so Mandan's got to take care of the basketball, and that's going to be big, right? You don't have somebody like a Sarah Helder up. Which guard is going to come up and step up? So you got the sophomores. It's going to be big for them to be able to handle that pressure tonight, Scott.
Then the Demons, Chuck, well, when you play the Mandan Braves, you got Anna Bugby and Allie Reiner in there. Get on the glass.
Yeah, they're going to hit the glass. Anna Bugby alone, she's averaging 9 offensive rebounds a game. So you need to get maybe 1, maybe 2 bodies on her. I know Allie Reiner likes to hit the glass as well. She's averaging almost a double-double. So rebound the basketball if you're Bismarck High.
Well, those are our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game as we get set to bring you the starting lineups. The Mandan Braves have been introduced. They go like this. Starting at a guard will be Sierra Gustafson. She's 5'5" and a sophomore. Another guard will be Hadley Harris, 5'4" and a sophomore. At 1 forward will be Mimi McAllister. She's 5'9" and a senior. At another forward will be Allie Reiner. She's 6'1" and a freshman. And in the middle will be Anna Bugby. She's 6'2" and a sophomore. And their head coach in his first year is Tanner Puritan. For the home team on the scoreboard, the Bismarck Demons, they go like this. At 1 guard will be Opal Sorensen, 5'10" and a senior. The other guard will be Cambry Newmiller. She's 5'10" and a senior. 1 forward will be Grace Newman, 5'8" and a junior. And the other forward will be Reagan Newmiller, 5'9" and a senior. And in the middle will be Jordan Rude. She's 5'10" and a senior. Their head coach in his 12th year is Bill Shuttler. It'll be Bugby, Reiner, McAllister, Harris, Gustafson for the Braves, Rude, Newmiller, Newman, Newmiller, and Sorensen for the Demons. Want to thank you all for tuning into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. The locally owned oil change headquarters, 25 years of the Lundins, taking care of people. Oil change typically performed in 15 minutes or less. Find them in Minot, Bismarck. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Well, and we are about ready to go as the Demons have been introduced on the floor.
I was talking to Coach Puritan, and he comes from Linton. I said, I've seen you in maroon with Linton. I saw you in some maroon with the Demons for 4 years where you were helping out in football and basketball. I saw you in a little blue and white up at St. Mary's, but said you got a new wardrobe now in black and white. He goes, yes, I do. I said, apparently black's my new color.
Well, the Braves come out in their road blacks with white numbers, white trim. Demon in their home whites, trim and maroon. They got the Jordans on tonight. And also we've got multiple colors of shoes on the floor.
Always. It's somebody. Somebody's rolling out to present the basketball. The Bismarck High might have to upgrade their PA system.
I couldn't tell who that was.
Shoot, I should have asked, my bad.
Well, here we go. As going up will be Bugby, will go up against Cambry Newmiller, it appears. No, or is that Reagan Newmiller? I think that's Reagan Newmiller, it is. Tip controlled by Sorensen. Sorensen attacks, flips one up, missed it. Rebound comes out to the Demons. Here's Newmiller, that's Cambry with it now, out to right corner 3 on the way, and that comes off. That Rude misses that one. How about they put Jordy Rude. Back come the Mandan Braves. Here's Mimi McAllister with it. Skips it right side to Harris. Harris on the bounce. Hounded out high by Newmiller. That's Reagan. Now McAllister on the right baseline. Turns the corner, gets loose underneath, shot up and scored it.
Well, that's great. She went to the baseline, little hesitation, dribble, got Reagan Newmiller back on her heels, and she just blew right by her.
You're in charge of the running score tonight, my friend.
I got it.
All right. Here comes Sorensen in the front court for Bismarck High. Hands off to Reagan Newmiller. She goes baseline. Tried to find Rude, but throw it away. Right there to run it down is Newman. Now here's Newmiller. Thought about it. Reagan Newmiller now goes high right side to Jordan Rude. Rude on the bounce. Free throw line. Nowhere to go. Ball tipped away. Nope, they're going to say we're going to have a foul. That'll be the first of the game, and it appears it's going to go against Bugby.
Yeah, that's one thing that Anna cannot do. She can't get in foul trouble. They need her on the floor, and especially on ones like that reach-in, you know, where it was really an incidental foul at the free throw line. Jordan Root really wasn't in any position to score.
Inbound to Rudel, jump hook comes off, rebound to Bugby. To Gustafson, here's that demon pressure now to Harris. Harris runs it in the front court. Hadley picks up her bounce, now finds Gustafson. She turns, heads downhill. Good defense there, nice pass to McAllister, now puts it on the bounce. Little teardrop in the lane, comes off. Reiner the weak side board, no good. The put back up, that one's no good. Bugby keeps it alive to McAllister.
3 offensive rebounds in this set. I think we just talked about that, Scott.
Yes, we did. Now they reset, and they enter it high left side to Gustafson. Bugby top of the key, guarded by Rude. McAllister, right side 3. Nope, short. Rebound tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it's out of bounds on Newman.
And Reiner was right there down low, just about ready to get that offensive rebound. Newman tipped it out of bounds, saved a potential layup.
Hadley Harris will trigger it inbound. She does so. Oh, wide open. McAllister layup, got it.
Probably a little pick to picker on that action, Scott. We're nice up pick by Bugby with McAllister going right down the lane.
Mimi with a quick 4 on a BNC Bank scoreboard, and we're going to have a suitcase violation, and it'll go back to the Mandan Braves. Today's game brought to you in part by BNC National Bank. Your life is busy. We'll make managing money easy. With locations in North Dakota and Arizona, visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank.
Mandan with their own pressure.
Yeah.
3/4 court trap on that one.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of that against West Fargo Cheyenne as well, too. So
we might have been a stretch.
No, yeah, you and Cole, no, Higlin and I. Yeah, I apologize for that.
I should have been watching it, but I don't know what I was doing that night, Scott. Sorry.
Here's Gustafson. Harris gathers the bounce. Long 3 comes off. Reiner on the weak side keeps it alive. Gathers, nowhere to go. Now finds Gustafson. Here's McAllister, high right side. Mandan very active on the offensive end in the early going. Down low, Reiner backs in. Has it taken away there into the hands of Cambry Newmiller. Nope, that's Reagan Newmiller. Now to Sorensen. Angles center of the court. Now finds Jordan Root. Jordan Root on the bounce. Attacks. Scoop to the hoop. Layup. Got it.
Just clear that lane. Coach Shetler thinks that Root might be a little quicker than Bugby, and she turned and just burned right down the right side of the paint.
4-2 our score on a BNC Bank scoreboard early going. Mimi McAllister back the other way. Gustafson on the trail. Hiking 3 comes off short. Bugby right place, right time. Attacks. Draws a contact. And she will go to the Serve Pro free throw line as we take a look at our Ryan Family Dealership replay on that nifty move by Jordan Rood.
Yeah, just kind of cleared out, and she went right to the right side. Bugby didn't shuffle her feet. I think she was prepped at that point to try to block that one from Rood.
Jordan Rood with the foul. Bugby misses that one.
Bugby 12 of 18, so shot 18 free throws in 3 games, so she gets to the line, 67% free throw shooter.
Serve Pro free throw line, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, Find One Cleveland Restoration. It's Serve Pro. Bugby goes 1 for 2 from the Serve Pro free throw line, and it is Mandan by 3. In the front court, there's Izzy Dahl in the ball game. Now she throws it away into the hands of Bugby. Lead pass up to Harris. Hadley gathers, skips left side to Holzer. Holzer, nope, I stand corrected. That's Talley, who checked into the ball game. Up high they go. Mimi McAllister. Ooh, Mimi from downtown Bismarck. That one comes out. Rebound to Newman.
Lizzie Millen for Mandan checked in as well, too. She's number 14.
Newman finds Reagan Newmiller on the trail. Nothing there. Good defense there by McAllister. Now back out high to Izzy Dahl. Now they go right side to Cambry Newmiller. She puts it on the bounce, spins in the paint. Nice bounce pass, baseline right. Nothing there. Nice cut there. Newman left-handed layup up and good.
Yeah, great cut. Nice dish by Root, too. And Newman went down the left side of the lane, kind of sneaked in there.
Oh, all alone McAllister on the other end, and they're going to catch Newman with the personal foul. Her first, that'll be the team's second.
Mandan on a kind of a quick return after that Newman layup.
Well, let's take a look at that Grace Newman layup on our Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Nice ball reversal by Newmiller up to Rood, then a cut inside and split the defense, left-handed finish.
Mimi McAllister converts that one, and she's off to a quick start. She's got 5, and The Braves lead at 6-4 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Averaging 15 a game in the first couple of games. Last year, was she about 10 a game, I think? Yep.
Make it
just
6.
Short of that.
She goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Newman hounded there by Tatum Radke in the ball game. Jump shot from 12 is up and good there for Cambry Newmiller.
Yeah, the Newmillers they're good mid-range jump shooters. Sometimes they tend to, shoot the 3 a lot, but they are good mid-range shots.
Almost a turnover in the backcourt, but Izzy Dahl is going to get called for the foul. Third. Sorensen comes back in. Jordan Rude will sit down. Today's game brought to you in part by the UPS store located in South Broadway in Mandan, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Right side 3, McAllister, wide left. Rebound, Izzy Dahl dumps it off to Reagan Newmiller. Reagan in the left-handed dribble, hounded from the backside by Gustafson. Now they find Newman on the right wing. Up high, that's Cambry Newmiller. Left wing to her sister Reagan. That one comes off, and the rebound on the weak side to Millen. Lead pass McAllister, couple bounces, jump stop, good defense by Sorensen. Ball's loose, Sorensen on the ground. We're going to get a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 13:08 to go here in the opening half of play. The Braves 7, Demons 6. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This page isn't a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, First National Bank and Trust is a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on the bond between our employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. 7-6 our score on a BNC Bank scoreboard. Braves by 1. Good headsy timeout there by head coach Bill Shetler. Boy, he's been doing this a long time, has Billy.
Yeah, this is his 12th year. And plus he was assistant coach for what, 6 years?
You know what I forgot? I think I got a light now, and I forgot to bring it, and I forgot that they go dark over here. Particularly up where we are.
I bought 4 of them at Costco last year, and you know where they are?
At home?
Well, one's in my bag dead. 2 are at home. One's at my office, not plugged in either. How about that for prep? Jeez.
Pressure applied as the Demons head the other way. Ball poked away there from the backside. That was by Tatum Radke. Reiner leads it in the front court, leaves it off to Millen. Now up high, Radke between the rings. She enters at high right side to Caitlin Talley. Here's Bugby. Now they go Millen. Millen, left-hander, sets, fires, too strong. Long rebound to Grace Newman. Newman comes back the other way for Bismarck High. They trail it by 1 on their home floor, 7-6. On the bounce, that's Cambry Newmiller. Now Izzy Dahl, and we're going to get a suitcase violation. Yeah. We'll go back the other way, and Hadley Harris will come in for the Mandan Braves.
4th turnover for the Demons already, and Mandan, it just reminds me of back in the day, how many times did they get steals? That wasn't that time, but a couple possessions ago, were they coming from behind? Where you think you cross half court and you think, nope, nobody's running. Here comes somebody trailing right behind you and getting a steal.
Hadley Harris works it in the front court for Mandan. Goes left side to Millen. Now up high, Bugby. Bugby puts it on the bounce, dribbles it off her foot. Maybe, yes, she did. Then we'll go back the other way.
Yeah, no place to go there. Good job for Bismarck High, really kind of closing down that lane. Coach Puritan saying, hey, just reverse the ball. And the play to me, Scott, is get the ball to the wing and then dive to the post and get big and get a chance to get the ball inside.
Well, we saw a lot against, or Higlin and I saw against West Fargo Shannon. They did such a good job of working the high-low with her and Allie Reiner in there with that size advantage. Here's a steal by Bugby at the top of the key. Here's Hadley Harris. Now Millen skips it right side. That's Caitlin Talley with it. Talley surveys. Now finds Harris. Harris, high left side. Now down low, Reiner. Reiner gets loose. Nope, now doubled up. Now Harris gets in the paint. Nope, we're going to have a suitcase violation. We'll go back the other way now.
You know, you talked about that, Scott, that setup where you had Bugby totally had her defender blocked out. Reiner didn't come all the way to the top. You know, you got to get all the way to that top so that you get an opportunity to get the ball. One, to be able to reverse it. Two, to get a chance to go high-low. And, man, think back in the days of the Kelpinskis, how many times they scored the high-lows.
Back the other way is Cambry Newmiller, jump stop. Now finds Reagan Newmiller. Reagan, left elbow, nowhere to go. Hounded there, now out to Cambry. Cambry surveys, now goes down low. Rude gathers, turns, fires short. Rebound to Caitlin Talley. Talley back the other way for Harris up the near side. Baseball pass to McAllister, left wing. Sets, fires, three, bingo.
And McAllister, she's got her set. Got a 3, 2 twos, couple free throws. She's got all but 1 point for the Braves.
Mimi McAllister having a good first half as Sorensen has the ball taken away, and now she takes it right back. We're on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Mandan Braves. 10-6 Braves lead on a BNC Bank scoreboard. 11:02 to go here in the opening half of play.
Sierra Gustafson checking back in for the Braves as Kaylin Talley will take a seat.
Harris enters it. Gustafson on the right wing. Now they go up high. Here's Allie Reiner. Nope, that's not Allie Reiner. That's Allison Holzer in the ball game. McAllister flips one up. No, they're going to say jump ball. As Allison Holzer in the ball game, a 5'9" senior, and a little bit more size to that lineup.
Yeah, just one of 3 seniors we mentioned: Mimi McAllister, stray wrestler, and Allison Holzer.
Good job of the Demons breaking that pressure there. Rude finds Reagan Newmiller. Now to Jordan Rude in the baseline. One extra pass. I don't know if she needed to do that. Ball taken away there as Morgan Delzer in the ball game now. McAllister runs down the loose ball in the right corner. Now brings it back out high. Skips it left side, Gustafson. Here's Harris straight away. Thought about it. Now Gustafson. Here's Reiner. Reiner, now McAllister, catch, fire, 3, bingo. Give her another one.
Yeah, and she's got to shoot it over the top of the outstretched arms of Jordan Rude, but that brought rain, that arc.
Well, it's been all Mimi McAllister in this opening half. Here's Newmiller, straightaway 3. That one's up and good.
That was a good answer. Bismarck High needed that one.
Yes, they did. 13-9. There's a good answer there by Reagan Newmiller of the Demons. Now she gets a steal. Lead pass up. Delzer gathers. Delzer going to get, and good call there. They're going to get Mimi McAllister on the reach in for the Braves.
I like the pressure that Delzer just went right at McAllister one-on-one, even though she was giving up a little bit of size.
Today's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza, the best pizza on the planet. It's Planet Pizza. They've been around for over 25 years, the largest laser tag playground in the region, and a giant lunch buffet, and they deliver. Call now 701-852-1700. Oh, off the inbounds. Nice gather there by Newmiller. That's Reagan. She misses it. Ball's loose, and now the Demons take it back away. Does Grace Newman. Newman goes baseline right. Little reverse layup with the left hand. Oh, that comes off. Rebound there to Delzer. She missed it.
Blocked by Reiner.
Outlet pass to Harris. Harris finds Reiner on the trail. Now Tanner Purinton calls out a play, and Harris sets it up. Up high, McAllister. Set screen. Straight away 3. Heat check in and out. Gustafson, right place for the board. Reiner gets the loose ball. She goes up. Scored and one.
First offensive rebound was by Sierra Gustafson. She threw a little Iniani over, but right to Allie Reiner. She grabbed it and powered it up for the potential and one. I think that's Reiner's probably 4th or 5th rebound, surely 3rd offensive rebound for sure.
That foul goes against Izzy Dahl, her 2nd, and Allie Reiner will go to the Serve Pro free throw line to finish the old-fashioned 3-point play. Sets it, delivers it. Ooh, that rattles in and out. Comes down to the Demons. There's Delzer with it. Delzer in the front court. Skips it high right side to Newman. Now they go to Reagan Newmiller. Reagan jabs right, goes left, drops it off for Delzer. Delzer back to Newmiller. Catch, fire, 3. That one comes off. Weak side rebound to Gustafson. Boy, she's always around the basket for her size and does a good job. Talley dribbling out of trouble, finds Gustafson. Millen down low, Bugby turns, little jump hook in the paint's up and good. Oh, that's a pretty move.
And it started with Millen. I love the recognition, got it right down to the big, and nice little Hakeem shake, kind of fake baseline, went to the right, jump hook.
Take a look at that on our Ryan Family Dealership replay.
And right away, quick entry from that left wing, fakes baseline, right hand jump hook, nothing but net.
17-9, Mandan by 8-17 to go here opening half. Reagan Newmiller controls, gets it off to Cambry. Millen hounding her out high. Cambry nowhere to go, now finds it Rude. Now left wing to go to Delzer. Delzer puts it on the floor, a little stop and go move to no avail. Now Miller, Cambry, right elbow. She has it taken away by Allie Reiner. Allie Reiner playing point guard. Allie Reiner end to end, gathers and scores.
Now you make the steal and you go all the way from one free throw line to the layup.
And we are going to have a Ryan Family Dealership, a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. 7:48 to go, opening half of play. Braves 19, Demons 9. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Well, 10-point lead for the Mandan Braves. Today's game brought to you in part by Farsight Oil. Contact Farsight Oil today to find out how their skilled sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, and DEF needs. Probably serving North Dakota, Montana, and western Minnesota since 1938 and committed to outstanding customer service and reliability. Farsight Oil.
Tatum Radke, a 5'6" junior in the game for Mandan. Coach Pearden talked a lot of good things about her, saying not a lot of expectations kind of come into it, but man, these 3 games, she's really shown how hard she plays.
Cambry Newmiller tied up high, now drops it off to Cambry. Long 3, short. Well, that was Reagan, I stand corrected. Millen lead pass Bugby. Bugby's going to attack. Drop step in the paint, loses it. Good defense by the Demons. Here's a lead pass. Here's Newman out in the open floor. Newman flips it up, and she's going to be fouled there by Millen. And Grace Newman will go to the Serve Pro free throw line.
Good hustle by Lizzie Millen, though, getting back. She's the one who had made that initial pass to Bugby, and she was all the way on the opposite end by the free throw line extended. Hustled back, got the foul, but you know, Coach Pearton was happy about that hustle.
Grace Newman knocks down the first one. She's got 3. Gustafson checks back in now for Mandan.
And Newmiller has 3. That's Reagan. Cambry has 2. Newman has 3. And Jordan Root has a bucket. What we got here?
Newman missed that one, and
somebody stepped across the line too early.
Little lane violation.
They don't call that in the NBA very often. I was watching the game last night. Wow.
They're about 4 steps in the lane before the ball hits the rim.
Absolutely crazy.
So Grace Newman gets them both, and she's got 4, and it's 19-11. And we're going to get a foul in the back. No, it's out of bounds. I stand corrected.
Tipped out of bounds by Reagan Newmiller.
8-point lead now for Mandan. They have the ball as Hadley Harris controls for Mandan. To Gustafson, now back to Harris. Harris. Inside Bugby, set play there. Bugby attacks and scores.
How about that strength, Scott? She goes right down the lane, gets a great pass from Sierra Gustafson, then just powered through a couple arms.
Reagan Newmiller in trouble out high as Bugby. And we're going to get a turnover. It's going to go back to Mandan.
You know, one thing about Anna Bugby that I like is You can't teach intensity.
No.
She has this intensity that I love. If there's a loose ball and she's got it, she's going to rip it out of your hands. She's going to rip your arm off to get it.
You find some similarities there? Or what?
Maybe.
Here's McAllister. Ooh, right side three by Millen is up and good.
You know, that got created, Scott, because Millen passed the ball inside last time. Her gal was just leaned off for a little bit to try to double team Bugby, and she pulled the trigger.
Here's a trail for Delzert. Morgan now comes up high to Cambry Newman. She's going to fire a long three. Too strong. Rebound by McAllister. Now she's hounded up, and we're going to get a foul, I believe. That's going to go on
Reagan Newmiller.
Reagan Newmiller.
You just can't reach in. I know that's what you want to do, Reagan.
And we are going to have a timeout on the floor. Another First National Bank and Trust timeout. 5:55 to go, opening half. Braves 24, Demons 11. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
Today's game brought to you in part by Ryan Family Dealerships. For 50 years, Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston.
Also in for Bismarck High, Scott's junior, 5'7", junior Briar Johnner. You can't tell these girls got these ponytails that are hanging over top of their numbers. They all have the same color hair.
Yep.
Opal's got reddish hair, it looks like.
There's McAllister, a little scoop to the hoop.
Oh, I like that move. Didn't want to let her shoot the open look from 3. Ooh, got hammered underneath after that steal by Millen.
Briar Johnner, yeah. There's Delzer, left corner 3 on the way. That one comes off. Oh, baseball pass taken away there by Grace Newman. Nice bounce pass down low. Johnner layup got it.
Oh, that was pretty. Right in between 2 Mandan defenders. Wide open look underneath.
26-13 after the hoop by Johnner. Oh, wide open, weak side, McAllister. Nice find by Bugby. Another deuce.
Yeah, and I love
McAllister.
Love the assist by Bugby too. She got to do something with that shoelace as it keeps coming untied.
There's a steal, quick shot up there by Tatum Radke. Oh, that was nifty there off the assist from Millen.
And Mandan, the full court pressure now. Oh, that's a tough call on Radke. Looked like Morgan Delzer's kind of tripped on the outside. They're going to get Radke for the foul.
And that will be the 4th team foul on the Mandan Braves. Reminder coming up, we will have our Jerome's Collision Center intermission report coming up in about 4 minutes. There's a steal by Allie Reiner. Nice pass. Harris gathers. Ooh, swatted away there and out of bounds. Nice block there by Newmiller of the Demons.
Yeah, Cambry came flying over. Good hustle, diagonal cut down low to block that out of bounds.
McAllister down the left side. Gallows, left-handed scoop shot comes up short. Get the rebound. With the window. Count it.
Have a first half. 18 points now for McAllister. Even when she misses a shot, gets right back to her and is able to put back the rebound.
There's Briar Johnner on the trail. That one comes off short. Rebound to the Braves. Here's Gustafson in the front court. Now they hand it off to McAllister. Mimi on the bounce. Goes between the rings to Harris. McAllister skips it left side. Gustafson. Now Holzer. Now she tried to force that one and taken away there by Briar Johnner. Johnner. Jump shot. 15-footer on the way. Wide right. Rebound to Gustafson. Lead pass to Harris. Hadley in the front court. Finds Reiner right down Broadway. Shot up. Partially blocked there by Rude.
Yeah, guess who? Sixth block of the year for Rude.
Back come the Demons. Here's Newman. Oh, and she has it blocked away by Allie Reiner.
That was a weird shot. Reiner was like right in front of her. The chances of that getting through her were 0.0.
Another First National Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. 3:08 to go opening half. Braves 32, Demons 13. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
Well, today's game brought to you in part by Mandan State University. The best way to predict your future is create it. With over 100 years of study at Mandan State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. With more than 96% of recent Mandan State grads employed or continuing education, MSU grads get jobs, period. Mandan State University, be seen, be heard, be you. Well, after the Tanner Pierenton timeout, Braves, and they turn it over. Taken away by Newman. Newman has it taken back away there. Nice defense by Hadley Harris. Jeez. And now Newman takes it back from the Braves. Leaves it off for Cambry Newmiller. Left side threes up and good for Cambry Newmiller.
Good hustle for the Demons. Get that steal, and Newmiller finally got a wide open three that she took her time and delivered.
Her third three on the season, and it's 32-16. Tally, Bugby, now they go Millen. Millen, one bounce, up high they go to Tally. Tally, she's gonna fire for three. That one's gonna go out of bounds, and they'll go back to Bismarck High. Today's game brought to you in part, Chuck, by Bones Barbecue Sauce. True North Dakota original, created and bottled right here in North Dakota. This premium barbecue sauce is perfect on anything from ribs to burgers to veggies. Find it today at your local grocery store. Cashwise, Marketplace, and Family Fare, and a steal by Mandan.
Yeah, Reiner with the steal.
Here's Hadley Harris. Top of the key, Reiner. Down low, Bugby. Triple team. Nice pass. Millen, right side three. Bingo. Boy, that's how you execute.
That's why you set it up, Scott. You got the high-low. You got Reiner coming up to the top, getting it down to Bugby. She recognized she was triple teamed and dished it out to Millen.
35-16. Reagan Newmiller hands it off to Newman. Here's a steal. Millen out high. Millen to the other end. Left-handed layup. Score it.
Boy, Millen came in like a seventh, I think, person off the bench, or second person off the bench. Really played a nice game today.
She's got a quick she's got 8 off the bench for the Mandan Braves. Here's another poke away. Harris dumps it. Reiner goes up. Oh, they're going to get Rude on the foul, so Reiner will go to the Serve Pro free throw line, and she will shoot a pair.
I got Bismarck with 13 turnovers in the first half.
Yeah.
Mandan has 11, so they're not exactly doing a whole heck of a lot better, but when you take a look at turnovers and points, I wish we had those stats, because those 13 turnovers for Bismarck High have probably turned into 20 points on the Mandan side, I would imagine, Scott.
Yep, here's Reiner. Free throws wide right, so Allie,
coming into today, she was 14 of 17 from shooting free throws, and the couple she shot so far, they have not looked very good.
Yeah, she shot it pretty well against West Fargo Cheyenne last Friday night in their home opener.
She'll knock this one down.
Allie will have one more. Second one's up and good.
Take that, Mr. Claremont.
She's got 7 on the night. Demons back with it. Errant pass. No, Newman runs right into it. Wasn't sure who Newmiller was throwing that to. Newmiller on the bounce. Now they go out high, right side. Reagan Newmiller, her three rolls off. Rebound run down there by Tatum Radke. Radke on the left-handed hip high dribble into the front court. Now finds Talley. Talley straightaway three, back iron. And long rebound comes out to Reagan Newmiller. Reagan picks up her dribble, nowhere to go. Now finds Delzer to Newman, left elbow. Newmiller in the trail. Delzer, left corner three, lets one fly. Bingo.
A good shot there by Delzer. I was watching Cambry Newmiller. I think she was saying, Am I invisible? I've been wide open for like how many times? Wouldn't get me the ball, but great shot by Morgan Delzer.
38-19. Back come the Braves. 26 seconds to play here. They turn it over. Oh boy, Delzer had Newman a little late there. Gathered it, and she couldn't finish it. But she got fouled, but kind of a late delivery there by Delzer, but it worked out for Bismarck High.
You know, I like what Morgan Delzer did too. She went right to Briar Johnner and said, that's my bad. Or not Briar Johnner, excuse me, Grace Newman, and said, that's my bad. I should have got it to you earlier. So she recognized it just a little bit too late, but still got the opportunity to get a couple points out of it.
Grace Newman, that free throw comes off.
Father Rick Newman, they're not having a bad year out at Mary, huh? Holy cow, are they playing well?
Yeah, he's got things rolling out on the hill, does Rick Newman.
Out in the hill. Like that. I don't know if I've ever heard it said that before like that. It is up on the hill, though.
Yeah. Grace sets, delivers, and rattles that one home.
3 of 4 from the charity stripe. 5 points now for Grace.
Today's game brought to you in part by Val Sarkery, locally owned and operated in downtown Minot since 1960. They have a full line of e-bikes that they service in their shop. Sharpening center for knives, scissors, chainsaw blades, and more. Fitness center with treadmills, elliptical, recumbents. Val Sarkery. Mandan going to play for one. High screen by Bugby. She rolls. Millen didn't see her. Harris, left side three, lets it fly. That one comes off. Bugby, the rebound, backs down, goes out, scores it on the buzzer. Oh, what a play by Anna Bugby as we see that one as we go into our halftime break there.
A nice high bounce and a missed shot and went right into the defense. Said that's an and one. They didn't call it. And what does she do? Hustles off the floor.
And that'll take us into our Jerome's Collision Center halftime show on the BNC Bank scoreboard. At the break, Mandan 40, Demons 20. Back with our Jerome's Collision Center halftime show after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Well, welcome back to KARLGAARD Gymnasium and our Jerome's Collision halftime show. Accident happened. It's a part of life at Jerome's. Our goal is to help get your car and your life back on the road, both literally and metaphorically. It's a goal that forces us to do more than fix your vehicle. We've been doing it since 1975. Call 701-852-5126 to schedule your collision repair or other service. Collision repair is our specialty. We value you and your car. Well, Chuck got the break. 40-20, and Bismarck High hung around for a little bit in that opening half, but then Mandan just kind of got in sync on the offensive side of the ball and just did a nice job of finding the open person, and and not to mention getting a lot of second and third chances down low.
Well, the first 9 minutes, Bismarck battle was 15-9. Mandan was kind of right there. And then all of a sudden those turnovers that Bismarck High was getting started turning into points for the Mandan side. Then Mandan started hitting threes, getting the ball inside, and really an impressive last 9 minutes of that first half where the Braves outscored the Demons 25-11 and opened up this 20-point lead. I like the intensity that the Braves have. You can see Coach Puritan, he likes that, playing tough defense. I said, hey, are you worried you lost some of these girls we talked about in terms of some of your leaders and from last year? And he said, hey, we play with what we got. And I'm excited about the effort that these girls that have gotten an opportunity to step in. And we saw that, Scott. Tatum Radke, she gave him some great minutes. Lizzie Millen, she came off the bench, dropped 8 points, got some assists, a couple steals. She looked really good. Allison Holzer, Kaylin Talley, everybody played their role off the bench, and that's what Coach Puritan said. He goes, we're going to play 9 girls. That's what we got. We got a good rotation. Where you fit in, that's what we got. And then you got the 2 bigs inside in Reiner and Bugby just being absolute beasts on the glass, and McAllister being that extra body that, hey, I got 18. She got 18 points, and not to say that it hasn't stood out, because it has, but there's so many other things going well for Mandan right now.
Yeah, the balance has been good. Well, Chuck, as the Braves made their way on the floor, why don't you give us a look at those first half individual numbers for Mandan and Bismarck High.
All right, for the Demons, 6 in the scoring column, both Newmiller, that's Cambry Newmiller and Grace Newman with 5 points each. 3 each for Reagan Newmiller and Morgan Dells, or each of those a 3-point shot. Then Briar Johnner has a bucket, and Jordan Root has a bucket for the total of 20 points. They were 3 of 4 from the free throw line and had 2 3-pointers in that first half for their total of 20 points. for the Braves. They double up that 40. Well, almost half of that went to Kimmy McAllister. She's got 5 twos, 2 threes, and 2 free throws for her 18 points. 8 for Lizzie Millen off the bench, 2 threes and a bucket. 7 for Anna Bugby, including the bucket at the buzzer, and 5 for Allie Reiner. Also in the scoring column is Tatum Radke with a steal and a bucket for their total of 40. They were 4 of 7 from the free throw line and had 4 3-pointers for their total of 40. Also, Scott, on the North Dakota score feed, give you some scores here. Bismarck Century, your wife loves that. At the end of the first half, 49-15. They're all over Jamestown. 30-25. Minot North and Legacy got a game. Legacy's up by 5 in that game, and let's see. I guess that's all. For some reason, I was thinking there was another.
I thought that for some reason I don't have the Wilson Dickinson game on there.
What the heck? Yeah, I thought there was another game tonight, but at any rate, right now Mandan is rolling. Bismarck High's got to figure something out. They got to quit turning the ball over. Let's start with that.
Yes, they
and then rebound the basket.
Yeah, big time they do. And Mandan. Well, I'll tell you what, Mandan picking up right where they left off last Friday night as we're at halftime in our Drones Collision Center halftime show. We come back. Second half, Demons, Braves. Braves lead it by 20. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
In front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese. It has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
And engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Back at KARLGAARD Gymnasium, Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey with you. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network. John Haugen, Brittany Hill, getting all the shots for you tonight. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network. Also, reminder, other action going on tonight. Minot in town to take on St. Mary's, Minot North and Legacy. And Dickinson and Minot and girls hockey. You can find all that action on the PSP Network because Bismarck High has the ball to start the second half, and Jordan Rude, a little hook shot for Jordan Rude there, and she gets that one to go down. She's got 4, makes it 40-22.
Yeah, kind of similar drive as her other basket she had tonight, Scott. Just kind of took Bugby off the drive from the top of the key.
Now Harris sets it between the rings. Gustafson on the right wing. Now, nice pass backside alley. Reiner layup, got it.
Yeah, Reiner got a back pick from Mimi McAllister and a great delivery from that right corner. Was Gustafson with that pass, Scott? That was.
Yes, I believe it was.
You love it as a coach when those set plays work.
Yep, 42-22. Here's Grace Newman with it. Up high to Jordan Rude. Jordan Rude between the rings. Now back Newman on the left wing. Between the legs. Now loses it. Regains the dribble. Now loses it again. And ball is loose. Picked up by Reiner. Ball gets it off to McAllister. And McAllister's going to throw it away. Trying a good hustle play there by Hadley Harris. BNC National Bank with, what did I say? Hadley Harris, is that right? Yeah, that was right. Okay.
Well, you got a 1 in 4 chance of the Harrises to get it right. Harper, Hadley,
Yeah.
what are the other ones?
That's right.
Kennedy, Piper.
Here's Newmiller with it. That's Reagan. Reagan, top of the key, crosses over, goes down the left side, and loses on the way. Oh, they're going to say it's off. Newmiller will go back to Mandan with BNC National Bank with locations out in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management service for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Gustafson, now Bugby. Diagonal pass, Reiner. Reiner now a nice extra pass. McAllister set, fires 3, back iron, comes off. Rebound Bugby. Bugby operates, spins, baseline, goes up strong and scores.
You know, she has got hit every time she's gone inside. Scott, it just shows the strength that she just goes right through contact.
Bugby was 7. And back comes Cambry Newmiller, and I think we're going to get a foul on the pass. That one's going to go on. First team foul of the half.
Quick sub, just 2 minutes into it, is going to have the 2 sophomores, Gustafson and Harris, out, and McAllister.
And Millen and I think Talley come in.
Yep, and Radke.
Rude with the 3, and rebound to Millen. Yeah, Radke in there as well. Talley controls, hands off Radke. Now she has it poked away into the hands of Talley. Now here's Millen, lobs down low Reiner. Reiner, nice extra pass. Radke, right side 3, bingo!
Hey, what a great diagonal pass by Reiner. Millen gets it to her first. She's double teamed. She looks diagonal, gets a wide open Radke for a triple.
Yep, and then we're going to get a bump in the backcourt on Talley. That'll be her second. Team's second. 47-22, 15-25 left to play. Ooh, I'm not sure what Newmiller was trying to do there.
You that in the air, right? You can't let it bounce. It's kind of like a shortstop when, you know, you get that knuckleball at you. You got to get to it, pick it up. Don't let it bounce. Don't let it play you.
And they get it into Radke. Radke kicks it high right side. Talley, right side 3, short. Long rebound to Talley. Mandan just out hustling Bismarck High right now. Here's Millen. Reiner looks down low. Bugby. Bugby wants it now. Oh, now they're going to get. Oh, they're going to get a 3-second violation.
I thought maybe they were going to get Izzy Dahl draped in her back. She was just trying to hold her off as best as possible.
Izzy Dahl in there. Now Bugby takes it away, and then we're going to get a foul. That one's going to go against Jordan Rude. Well, it's only her second, team's first.
So we just talked about those 13 turnovers for the Demons, 2 already this second half.
Briar Johnner comes in now for Bismarck High. Also in there's Delzer for Bismarck High. Talley with it on the right wing. Up high they go to Reiner. Looks down low. Bugby. Pass right corner. Radke. Shot comes off short from 3. Rebound run down by Delzer. Now gets it off to Johnner. Here's Izzy Dahl. Angles middle of the floor. Now has that poked away. Ball's loose. And we're going to get a tie-up jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Mandan.
Good hustle from the backside by Kaylin Talley. Forcing that tie-up. Not a turnover, but, you know, in essence, a change of possession. Whoa.
Yeah, Millen, Talley almost threw it away, but nice save there by Radke.
Chris Carter over the shoulder.
And we're going to have a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Justin Pearson wants to talk it over. 14:26 to go. Braves 47, Demons 22. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
47-22. Demons lead this one on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 14:26 left to play.
Extend that lead. They were up 20 at half. Now they're up 25. Bismarck just cannot get anything righted.
Bugby goes left wing. Talley back to Bugby. Bugby down low, misses a shot, tipped out. Talley's going to fire for three from the left side, buries it.
Well, I like these gals off the bench for Mandan. I mean, they are not, they're not meek, right? I mean, they are shooting the basketball. Kaylin Talley, you know, and clearly that comes from your coach, basically saying to you, you got an open look, you take it. And Radke's hit a three. Talley's hit a three.
50-22. Demons break the pressure. Camry Newmiller steps into a three, misses that one. Ball kept alive on the weak side there by Johnner, now thrown away, taken away by Reiner. Here comes Talley up the near side. Talley on the bounce, reverses her dribble, now comes between the rings, now finds Millen. Millen, left, right side three, too strong. Johnner the rebound for the Demons. Gets it off to Delzer. Now back to Johnner. Now in the front court, Izzy Dahl. Izzy Dahl on the bounce. Now Johnner, now left wing. They go in the corner. Jordan Root, nice pass down low. Dahl gathers and scores.
Well, that was really nice. They had Talley that was double teaming or face guarding Johnner, and Johnner gets a steal right back, Scott. So back-to-back buckets by Johnner. Didn't Johnner get the last one?
That's what I thought. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, then she got the steal right on the out of bounds.
I was trying to listen. I thought he said somebody else, but I think Johnner got them both. Oh, nice deliver there to Bugby. Wanted a foul, didn't get it.
Yeah, they're going to give a block to Rude.
Now we got a tie-up.
Coach Puritan can't believe it. He's still complaining about it. Said, how do you go over her shoulder and block it?
Yeah, he's letting the official know about that one right now, as he's got a point on that one. It was Tanner Puritan. I called him Justin earlier. I apologize for that. Tanner Puritan.
His brother probably appreciated it.
Yeah, he probably did. 50-26, 12:58 to go. Wonder we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game reporter after this one. Newman, nice pass there. Oh, and not able to hang on there, cutting to the basket. That was Maddie Vanderlinden.
Yeah, and great job doing that diagonal cut to the basket. Just couldn't handle the pass, but it was hit her right in the hands.
Bugby in the front court now for Mandan. Gets it off to Hadley Harris. Here's Gustafson. They leave her wide open for three. Bingo.
Well, we just talked about that, Scott. Now you got Gustafson, Radke, Kaylin Talley, all with threes this half. And it's because you got Reiner and Bugby inside.
Gustafson gets a steal. Ball's loose. Harris on the floor. Johnner takes it away. Izzy Dahl now gets it off to Newman. Here comes Newman. And taken away there by McAllister. Baseball pass in the front court. Bugby, she gathers. Nice pass. Reiner layup, got it.
Boy, both bigs running the floor. Outlet pass to Bugby, then Bugby finding Reiner coming in on the backside. A lane.
11 for Reiner, and it's all Mandan as they lead at 55-26. Here's Izzy Dahl, nowhere to go with it now. Comes near side to Vanderlinden. Now to Johnner. Johnner down low. They go. Sorensen. Sorensen backs in. Turns. Reiner right there to block it away, but they're going to say she was bumped.
She still got the perplexed, like, okay, timeout.
Oh, they got who?
Who they get?
Oh, they got Bugby on that one.
Oh, I wish we got a replay. Where did they call her on the foul from? Because Reiner was the one who was behind
That's what I
Opal
thought.
Sorensen. Okay, I'm lost on that because Reiner had the D behind, unless we missed it, that somehow Bugby came down and reached in.
Sorensen makes the first one. She'll have another one.
She
gets
got
them both.
Start tonight.
She's got her first 2 of the ball game, and it's 55-28. Here's a takeaway by Johnner. Nice bounce past Newman. Newman goes up and under McAllister and scores.
Now here's Bismarck. This is what they need to do: force those turnovers and then turn them into buckets.
55-30 down to 25. Ball gets turned over. Today's game brought to you in part by BSN Sports. BSN creates exclusive personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs. From custom equipment, uniforms, and coaches apparel to fanwear, branding, and more. They do it all. Contact your local BSN sales pro today.
That's you.
Well.
Or somebody.
Yeah, it's somebody. Here's Bugby. McAllister in the paint. Little step through move. Flips it up and scores. Why not, huh?
That's always under control. You know, jump stop and then a step through. Ooh, late call there.
Give her 20 on the evening.
2 fouls now.
We'll also have our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. Check in online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com. 2 locations in Bismarck, 1 in Minot. Sport Clips, home of the MVP haircut. Here's a block by Bugby. Gets it off to Gustafson. Now Gustafson heads downhill. Now goes to Harris, her running mate in the backcourt. Now McAllister up high. Bugby surveys. Mandan being very deliberate now on this offensive set, as well they should be, with a 27-point lead. Nice pass, McAllister. Oh, nice pass by Bugby. Better finish by Mimi McAllister.
Yeah, it looked like she was going to go all the way across baseline to the other side, and instead she came up on the backside of the basket in a nice reverse layup.
There was a steal, and then we had a suitcase violation, and now we'll go back the other way. Again, we'll have our Spas Etc. move of the game. It's time to bring a spa to your home. Stop into Spas Etc. and you will find a massive inventory and a next level sales team that can help you find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room. It's Spas Etc. Here's Newman with it on the right wing. Grace now up high, now to Vanderlinden. Vanderlinden now goes to Newmiller. That's Cambry with it. Now down low, Rude. Little left-handed jump hook by Rude comes off. Weak side rebound there by Allison Holzer. Nice outlet pass. Radke wants to run, loses it off her. Nope. Oh, they're going to say it's off her leg, out of bounds. And we'll go back to the Demons.
Coach Puritan saying, hey, just slow it down a bit. Good idea, though, but maybe jump stop at the free throw line. Look for a wing who was open.
59-30, 29-point lead. Down low, Rude. Fall away shot comes off. Oh, nice board there. No, that's Rude.
Yep.
Shot was Vanderlinden, I stand corrected, and Jordan Rude, the foul in the putback.
Came across from the backside to rip that rebound out. Left-handed finish. 6 now for Jordan.
27-point lead. 9.5 to play. Poke away there, almost by Newman. Wanted a foul by McAllister. McAllister, 18-footer. Why not?
Your defender was in the backcourt, and what does she do? She just slowly dribbles it up, just sneaks inside the three-point line and hits it.
Here comes Grace Newman in the front court. Now gets it off to Reagan Newmiller. Now to Cambry, left side 3 on the way. Bingo.
You know, when she takes her time, Scott, she has got a really nice-looking shot.
Oh, that was Cambry Newmiller. I stand corrected.
I thought that's what you said.
Did I say Cambry?
I think so.
Loose ball, run down. There's Reiner. McAllister left side 3, back iron, weak side rebound. Radke, her shot is no good. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound. I believe that's going to go against Radke.
Yeah, should have made the basket.
Yep.
Mattered herself. Just kind of tried to rush it inside there. Gonna get Millen and Sierra Gustafson checking back in, as is Hadley Harris. The 2 sophomores will come in with, actually the 3 sophomores. Hard to believe that Bugby's a sophomore. I mean, you know what I mean?
Oh boy.
I know she played as a freshman in a lot of minutes. I just, for some reason, just plays kind of more mature than that.
In the ball game now for Bismarck High is Ellie Wrench. Shot goes up, comes off, no good for the Demons.
Ellie, a 5'6" junior.
Millen has it poked out of bounds by Reagan Newmiller.
Has got to be strong with the ball. Reagan, good job with her hands. She reached in, popped it off the leg of Lizzie. Lizzie's dad, Max Millen, a 2-time All-American for Minot State, offensive lineman. So she's got some athletic ability, obviously. To give her dad crap, say, hey, I don't know, I think she shoots a little better than you probably did back in the intramural days of Minot State.
Here's Wrench in the right corner. Now brings it out high, top of the key. Catch fire 3 by Reagan Newmiller, comes off long, or wide right, comes down to Hadley Harris. Hadley on a bounce in the front court to Gustafson. Gustafson looks down low. Allie Reiner steps out. Her 3 comes off long. Rebound to Bugby. To Millen. Millen has it taken away there by Reagan Newmiller. Reagan up the far side. Reagan on the bounce. Gets baseline, spins, fires, scores. Nifty move there by Reagan Newmiller.
Pirouette with the left hand. Little pearl move there right around Lizzie Millen.
The twist and the turn and the finish. 61-37. Here's Hadley Harris. Bugby triple team down low, takes it away from everybody. Now it's taken away by Wrench. Tie up, we're gonna have a jump ball. Ryan Family Dealerships, the commitment and respect for their customers is as strong today as was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations of Minot Williston or shop online at driveryan.com. We're gonna have a timeout on the floor. It'll be a full one at that. On a BNC Bank scoreboard as we go to break. Mandan 61, Demons 37. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Break.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
This page is in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
(61-37) our score, 7:12 to play. Sure to stay tuned to the PSP Network. Oh, nice inbounds there. Bugby wide open layup.
They ran that play a couple times. Allie Reiner before, now it was ran to Bugby.
Boys
open in the backside.
Sorry, Chuck. Boys will be up next after this one. That should be a track meet.
I would think so.
Left side 3, too strong for Reagan Newmiller. Long rebound run down by Hadley Harris, poked out of bounds. Ooh, they're going to say it's off Hadley Harris. Bill Shetler not sure what to do.
Yeah, she's he's trying every lineup possible. Just the Mandan defense has just been too good tonight.
And Newmiller's pass goes off of Opal Sorensen out of bounds. It'll go back to Mandan.
Bugby sold it. See who was just checking out too? I don't think I saw a 5. Oh, that was Ellie Wrench.
Yeah, Ellie Wrench. Yep.
Thank you. Apparently my head has been down for about 4 possessions.
Reiner, McAllister down low, Bugby turns. She's triple team right there, goes out of bounds.
And Reiner got to make sure she understands that when you got a three-person kind of that triangle, you can't dive down to your post and bring your girl. You got to stay up high.
Yep.
Or slide away even and just keep it a two-person game.
Demons break the pressure. Camry Newmiller in the front court goes baseline left, stops, double up there. Ball's loose.
Whoa.
And we're going to get a reach in, I believe, against Anna Bugby. That's her third. Well, I'll tell you what, we interviewed her last Friday, and she's got energy, man.
Yeah.
She's got energy. Here's Delzer from the right corner for three. That one too strong. Izzy Dahl, the weak side rebound out high. Straightaway three there. Camry Newmiller, bingo.
Yeah, again, she had her feet set. Great job getting the offensive rebound and the dish out to Newmiller for her third three of the game. Cambry.
Yeah, she's in double figures with 11 now for the Demons. Minor will have her planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters, order line at shotscrossroads.com. Here's a three by Harris that comes off, and they get it off to Morgan Delzer. Delzer on a bounce, picks up her bounce, and now gets it to Newmiller. That's Reagan to Cambry. Now Cambry throws it away, taken away by Bugby.
Well, between her and Reiner, they got to have 5 steals each.
Callister has that one poked away there by Cambry Newmiller. This looks like a Y game now. And then we're going to get a foul. That's going to
kind of quit reaching in. That's
Mimi McAllister, and that'll be her third. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 5:12 to go in this one on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Braves 63, Demons 40. Back after this timeout on the PSP network.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
Seek transformation. ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
(63-40). 5:12 left to go in the ball game.
Nobody has 4 fouls, do they? I thought Mark Board just looked at the coach and said somebody has 4 fouls. You seen Mandan?
Well, they're going to sit. Well, it looks like McAllister has 4.
Okay. They changed something? Because I don't know if
I had her for 3.
So did I.
But I guess she's got 4, so to the line, that'll be the 7th team foul. There's only, is that right? Only 1 team foul in Bismarck High?
Apparently.
Free throws up and good there by Reagan Newmiller.
She's averaging 14 a game. Quiet night tonight, just 6. So see if these last 5 minutes she can get hot.
Let's get them both.
Briar Johnner will come in. She'll take a seat. Probably just a short break.
63-42. They get in the front court to Tally. Kalen now on the bounce. Now brings it out between the rings. Now drops it off to Tatum Ratke. Here's McAllister with it up high. Reiner. Reiner looks down low. Nothing there. Left side Tally for 3. Bingo.
Well, confident she is. They actually had Izzy Dahl right in her face. Nice high arc over the top of it, and then it's another steal. That's
another steal.
23 steals or turnovers for Bismarck High.
Bugby up high, looks inside to Reiner. McAllister gets on the bounce, left elbow, step through move, shot up, comes off short, rebound, tipped around into the hands of McAllister. Shot clock resets, and the Braves. Here's Talley one more time, little heat check, rolls around and goes in.
3 in a row for Kalen Talley off the bench.
Back comes Cambry Newmiller, right elbow, finds a cutting Newman. She puts it on the bounce, loses it. Oh, it's 5-on-1. Here's McAllister end to end. Nice dump pass. Bugby layup, got it.
I was wondering if she was going to pass that. I was going to say, if I'm a big and I'm running the floor and I'm ahead of you, get me the basketball. And she finally did. Good move, good play there. Got it to Anna Bugby with the wide open layup.
71-42. Johnner lobs it inside Newman. Oh, nice D there by McAllister. Baseball pass down. Bugby, one bounce, jump stop, off the window, comes off. Bugby goes after it. Contact, goes out of bounds. And we're going to get a line change here for the Mandan Berets with 3.5 to play in this one, and they lead it by 29.
She can't believe she missed that. Did everything right. Did a little jump stop with the Bismarck High defender, the Top Gun blow by, and missed the wide open bunny.
Millen, her shot comes off, rebound tipped into the hands of Reagan Newmiller. She's going to go end to end. Stop and go move, reverse layups up and comes off, rebound to Bugby. Here's Hadley Harris. Hadley, Millen, now Bugby. And here's a takeaway there by Reagan Newmiller, poked out of bounds by Millen.
Yeah, Bugby needs a sub. She's like, hey, get me out of here.
Vanderlinden's going to come back in for, no, that's not Vanderlinden. That is Anna Harris, a 5'9" freshman.
Got lots of kids doing the run up and down the stairs, right? That's
yeah. And you sure can hear it. Here's a steal by Gustafson. Gustafson, the other end, shot missed, but she's going to be fouled. And that's going to go against Reagan Newmiller.
A good hustle by Reagan, though, getting back there, contesting the shot.
So Sierra Gustafson will go to the Serve Pro free throw line, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire, water, and cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. First one by Sierra's good. She's got 4 all in this second half.
She's filling up for the boys' game, Scotty.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Check some other scores going on here tonight. Let me do that. My bad.
In for Mandan is Reagan Grubb in the ball game.
Century beats
Gracie Kopp. Sorry, Chuck.
Beats Jamestown 90-28.
Ooh. Gracie Kopp checks in as well. 5'9" junior from Mandan. Also in there is Stray Wrestler. Here's a 3. Reagan Newmiller.
Coach Shetler, leaving his starters in, trying to make sure they get, the playing time together. Although he plays it, he rotates a lot of kids.
Reagan Grubb, I'm guessing that's a relative of Aaron Grubb, from star athlete from Mandan High.
It's a good chance.
And we're going to get a foul. That's going to go Reagan Newmiller. Oh, yeah, that's right. And the clock will run now based on the point differential.
JC Schick, J-A-S-E. It's JC probably. Right. Schick, she's a 5'7" junior. She's in.
Oh, did I forget to her?
She just came in.
Forgot the Y in the score column. They lob it into holes.
Is it a Y? There's a Y in there? I don't know.
Now back to Grubb. Gets it off to Schick. Now here's Grubb with it. Nope. Yep, that's Grubb. On the bounce, hands it off to Schick. Schick back to Grubb. Grubb back to Schick. Shot fake. Gets in the paint. Now Holzer with it. Left corner, here's a 3-ball on the way by Kopp. That one comes off, gets a long rebound. Ooh, saved it off the mug of Anna Harris. She's young. She's a freshman. Well, it's all but academic here as the clock winds to 1:09 to play, 72-45. A couple more substitutions coming in for Mandan. Cameron Ulmer. I don't have 50 on here in my sheet, Chuck. Vanderlinen's shot comes off. Rebound comes down to the Braves. Ball's taken away there by Anna Harrison. She goes up and scores. (72-47). Mandan's probably going to bounce this one out. As Grubb has it poked away. Well, they can't because the shot clock's at 9. Game clock's at 12. And oh, they fired one up. That was fired up there by Gracie Kopp, and that's going to end it as the Bismarck, the Mandan Braves are going to stay undefeated as they're going to win this one by a score of 72-47, and that'll take us into our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game report as Chuck Claremont has made his way down to the playing floor, and we'll get a few words from head coach Tanner Pearton as well as, I'm guessing, Mimi McAllister. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. Let's go down on the floor and Chuck Claremont. Chuck, take it away.
All right, thanks, Scott. Coach, your first West Region win. Pretty good performance by the Mandan Braves tonight.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can get a win in the WDA, it's a good win. And so we're happy with the win, and I was happy with how hard our girls came out and played. And there's always things you can clean up. A coach is never happy, but there was a lot of good things to take away from tonight.
Yeah, you had so many people playing well. You had people coming off the bench. I know Lizzie Miller in the first half. You had Tally in the second half hitting 3 threes. I mean, a lot of great things to talk about offensively for sure, but then defensively, I think you forced 25 turnovers tonight.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, that's what we want to see. We want to see a lot of pressure and make teams feel uncomfortable. Offensively, you know, our posts are really solid. And so you could tell Bismarck High really was, you know, doubling down, and they should. And our posts did a good job of passing out of it, and we got good three-point shooters. And so I was glad to see them come alive and hit some shots tonight.
Yeah, good start, Coach, and a lot of year left, obviously, but at this point, to start like this for your girls, confidence is a big thing.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, we talk about, we got a young team. And so anytime you can get, you know, like the first weekend we got 2 wins, that was a confidence booster. Coming in and getting a WDA win right away, that's a confidence booster. And so anytime we can get some confidence in a young group, that's a good thing.
Congrats on that first win, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Mimi, congrats tonight. I mean, you came out tonight, I mean, on fire, had 18 points, I think, in the first half. But just talk to me about your team. I mean, you're one of the 3 seniors now, and a lot of turnover this year with your team. But, man, I like how you guys look tonight.
We're really young, but we managed to do good on the court, and I'm so thankful that the girls shared the ball. We all share the ball.
Yeah, and I mean, give me a little bit of, you know, conversation on your defensive intensity. It seemed like tonight, man, you really put so much pressure on Bismarck High. You turn those turnovers into points.
Our press is really efficient. We do really good at it, and we practice it every day at practice.
You know, for you girls, having 2 bigs like Reiner and like Bugby, getting the ball inside for you guys inside out, man, it's got to, you got to like the way that works in terms of shooters.
Yeah, we try to get a post touch every time. It really makes our offense look really good.
Yeah, great win tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, hold on.
Well, good job, Chuck Claremont. As there you have it, Mimi McAllister is our Postgame interview, and Tanner Parrington has got this team on a roll right now as Mandan wins it by a score of 72-47. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads Postgame report, rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Bucanyans, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Clean it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Your plan, your future, your team.
Welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game report. Client Team Financial Advisors, helping clients work toward financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, good fill up with a delicious menu that includes the famous number 999. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. For a look at our final game numbers, Mandan wins at 72-47. Here's Chuck Claremont.
All right, thanks, Scott. For the Demons, 2 in double figures. Both New Millers. Cambry had 11. Reagan had 10. 9 for Grace Newman. 6 each for Briar Johnner and Jordan Rude. And then a bucket each for Opal Sorensen and Anna Harris for their total of 47. 7 and 8 from the free throw line and 5 threes for the Demons tonight for their total of 47. For the Mandan Braves, 2 in double figures, 24 for Mimi McAllister, 13 for Anna Bugby, 9 for Allie Reiner, 9 as well for Kaylin Talley on 3 threes. Lizzie Millen at 8 all in the first half on 2 threes and a bucket. 5 for Tatum Radke off the bench and 4 for Sierra Gustafson for their total of 72. They were 5 of 9 from the free throw line and had 9 threes tonight. They led it 40-20 at half, 61-35 midway through the second half. And then the only 9 minutes they got outscored was the last 9 minutes where Bismarck High outscored them 12-11. But bottom line is that's a good win for Mandan and a good victory for Coach Tanner Pierington in his first West Region victory as a coach for the Mandan Braves.
Check on more things to do. Our Spas Etc. move of the game. Time to bring the spa to your home. Stop in the Spas Etc. and you'll find a massive inventory and a next level sales team that can help you find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room at Spas Etc. Well, Chuck, yeah, let's see here.
What do you got?
How about we get into our live post game? How about we go to the move of the game graphic brought to you by Spas Etc. Well, how about this little play coming out of the break here, huh?
Oh yeah,
Gustafson
called right out of the break, little back pick on
nice
Sorensen.
pass backside,
Allie Reiner freed up.
layup,
Good pick by McAllister, good finish.
Now Harris
by
sets it between the rings.
Reiner for our Spas Etc. move of the game.
Yep, and then we have our Sport Clips MVP. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is the home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. And that Sports Clip game MVP is, Chuck,
Yeah,
well,
Kimmy McAllister, right? 18 points the first half. She really got him going and had 6 right away in the
nice
second
pass,
half to kind of
McAllister. Oh,
shut down
nice
anything.
pass
Great
by
reverse
Bugby.
layup on a
Better
nice
finish
high-low
by
pass
Mimi McAllister. They
by
should be with a
Bugby.
27-point
I love
lead.
it when you got a big
Nice
that can pass like this and a great
nice
finish by
pass by
McAllister.
Bugby.
She finishes
Better
with
finish
24
by
points, 2 threes, the rest deuces and a couple free throws. She's our Sport Clips MVP of the game.
Well, that's going to do it for our girls game, 72-47. We'll take a little timeout. We come back. We'll come back and we'll quickly set you up. The boys are next. The Demons, the Braves, next right here on the PSP Network.
Brought to you by
make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Bucanyans, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're...
Welcome back to KARLGAARD Gymnasium and our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show at Local Oil Change headquarters. 25 years of the Lundins, taking care of people. Local actually matters, not to mention oil changes stay in your car. Drive-through oil changes typically performed in 15 minutes or less. Find them in Mandan and Bismarck. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Well, Chuck, no better way to get the boys' season kicked off than with, well, let's say 2 of the top 5 teams in the state. They're really polled. Bismarck High coming in. I got Bismarck. Yeah, I messed that up. I got Bismarck High at 3-0. They're only 2-0.
Yeah, but they're still number 3.
I messed that one up. Okay, well.
Yeah, but they're number 3 in the state. Mandan number 5. 2 teams, I think, high expectations probably on both sides. As Bismarck High last year finished 5th, Mandan 3rd. Now you lose. Both teams lost a couple of the best players in the state of North Dakota. Hudson Sheldon. We just got the pleasure to talk to Hudson Sheldon here. I thought it was a little kid that I was going to get him an autograph. Here it was Hudson Sheldon. Just kidding. So he said his mom and his parents are probably watching the game. I suppose when Hudson's not playing, they're posted up somewhere with their feet up in a toddy, you know, in a warm blanket in a fireplace somewhere watching, cheering on the Mandan Braves. But expect a good one tonight. But
yeah, man,
the cupboard's not bare for either one of these 2 teams. That's for sure.
No, Chuck, you talk about that. You look at Mandan. You've got the 2 Bears still, young men, and then you lose a guy that Mandan lost, and a guy by the name of T.J. Brownwater, a sharpshooter. You bring in a guy by the name of K.P. Eaglestaff. So certainly the cupboard's not dry for the Mandan Braves. And then, as you said, Bismarck High. Well, I think Bismarck High is hoping that they can play with Weston Scott all year long.
Well, yeah, Weston had a tough year last year as he had that Jones fracture and came in, played, and the same thing happened on another foot, a different foot. So he had a tough senior year, played a few games. and then ended up, I think maybe towards the end of the year they talked about him potentially coming back, but I think it makes sense just a sophomore last year. Let him heal up, right? And they got a lot of positive things looking for him. He had an amazing all-state football season as a D-back, and having him this whole season is going to be a big thing for them. And Artie Carlo, one of those guys he didn't talk about enough because he was overshadowed probably by Andre Austin and Kalik Austin, but Artie Carlo's a guy that you read some stuff that Coach Jordan Wilhelm talks about him. He says this guy's one of the most underrated guys in the state of North Dakota, averaging 25 plus points a game. He says he's got some offers. I know Mary's offered him, Concordia's offered him, Wilston's offered him, but I think Coach Wilhelm is thinking that this kid's got some opportunities, maybe even bigger than that. We'll have to see, but had a great summer. I read a bunch of stuff on how great of a summer he had, and he surely is going to be one of the leaders on this basketball team, but he's not the only guy. You mentioned Weston Scott and then Kalik Austin. Another thing Coach Wilhelm said is maybe the best freshman year of all time, or one of those in Bismarck High history. Start making comments like that as freshman Kalik Austin, Andre's little brother, at 12 points a game, 74 threes on the season. So you got three guys like that you're looking to. I mean, that says a lot, and they got a lot of other guys that are going to play in. They're going to play in 10, 11, 12 kids.
Well, and we haven't even talked about a kid that made some big plays from last year, Grant Bieber. I mean, here's a guy that can shoot the basketball as well. But I go back to your comment when you said, I mean, about Artie Carlo, about not talking about him enough. And you talked about Andre Austin, but and watching a couple of interviews I've seen with Jordan Wilhelm, he just can't say enough about this young man. So I'm excited to actually watch this team play for the first time, and particularly Artie Carlo.
Well, and then you mentioned, I've got to say the other kids, because you're going to hear Najee Boyd, a football kid. You're going to hear Tadarian Slack, he played football as well. You're going to hear Hayden Bondley, the quarterback of the football team. They're tough kids that are playing right now on this team coming off the bench. Kenyatta White, he's got an offer from North Central University. So there's a lot of kids, a lot of athletes on this Bismarck High team, and they're going to throw them at you in waves, right? I mean, that's what Bismarck High's mantra is. They're going to play great defense, they're going to shoot the three, and they're going to let the chips fall as they may.
Well, we'll take a quick timeout. We come back. The starting lineups, the opening tip, the Demons, the Braves, back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens, that's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Is proudly brought to you by
Welcome back to our Valvoline Oil Change pregame show. Chuck, let's take a quick look at our Midwest, our Northern Plains Heating Air keys to the game. We apologize, it got shifted out of the screen there a little bit. Chuck,
we can see it.
Yeah, we can see it. Mandan Braves.
Yeah, we have pressure on there, but to me, it's not just handle the pressure, but be aggressive against the pressure. The teams that have beat Bismarck High are the teams that look at to say, hey, we're going to try to score against the pressure, not just happy to get it across half court, but to try to turn that pressure into quick baskets on the other side. I mean, I think of Century last year multiple times doing that against Bismarck High.
Then you got Bismarck High, guard the three, huh?
Well, no doubt. I mean, you got some of the best three-point shooters out there, and KP Eagle Staff 8 for 16, Riley Bearstail. I mean, those three guys alone, they're gonna drop some threes on you. KP Eagle Staff, incidentally, he played at Bismarck High last year.
Yep.
He was here last year, now transferred over to Mandan. Wonder how the conversations and the handshakes are going to be by the teammates on the Bismarck High. You know,
Thank you for listening to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Starting laps are beer and news. They go like this. First of all, for the Mandan Braves, they go like this. The one got to be Nupa Kirky, 6'2" and a senior. The other got to be KP Eagle Staff. He's 6'4" and a senior. At 1 forward will be Carson Shimmick, 6'2" and a senior. The other forward will be Riley Bearstail, 6'4" and a senior. The other forward will be Riley Bearstail, 6'4" and a senior. Head coach is Brandon Schaefer. For the Demons, they'll go like this. At one got to be Grant Bieber. He's 6'2" and a senior. The other guard will be Artie Carlo, 6'2" and a senior. At 1 forward will be Weston Scott, 6'2" and a junior. The other forward will be Kalik Austin, 6'4" and a sophomore. In the middle will be Tadarian Slack, 6'2" and a senior. Bearstail, Shimmick, Eagle Staff, Kirky for the Braves. Austin, Scott, Slack, Carlo, Bieber for the Demons. Braves coached by Brandon Schaefer. Demons coached by Jordan Wilhelm. And it's time for some basketball. Number 3 versus number 5 in the state of North Dakota. Shimmick will go up against Tadarian Slack. And here we go. The ball's in the air, tip controlled by Bismarck High. Weston Scott hands it off. Kalik Austin. Austin, Carlo, right wing. Here's Bieber, right side 3. That one too strong. Rebound, Weston Scott. He fly skies for that one.
Jeez, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently the injury last year didn't have a problem with the hops, because all of a sudden you have some black and white jersey together, and then boing, one guy comes out of nowhere.
Here's the pressure applied. Now Eagle Staff. Here's Kirky with it. Kirky back to Eagle Staff. Now they go left wing. That's Riley Bearstail. Now here's Kirky. Kirky on the bounce. Angles middle of floor. Now gets it off to Bearstail. That's Riley with it. Now Kirky on the bounce. Eagle Staff. High right side. Eagle Staff to the 10. Eagle Staff hangs and scores.
Boy, right at the heart of the Bismarck High defense, hanging in the air, getting it to go. That was a nice finish by KP.
Yeah, here comes Artie Carlo. Back, stop and go move. A little teardrop run on the baseline's up and good. Oh, how about that?
Yeah, the degree of difficulty on that baby was jumped off the right foot, 1-footed behind the backboard.
And we're deuces on the scoreboard. Here's Kirky back with it. Kirky leans in, rolls off in the paint. Rebound comes down to Kalik Austin. Kalik quickly back the other way. Head and shoulder fake, kicks it out to Carlo. Carlo on the bounce. Carlo, he's going to fire high left side 3. That one comes off, and it's going to be off. Weston Scott on the weak side will go back the other way.
Got a minute and 21 seconds, and you got 3 out, 3 in.
Brennan Graff, Kenyatta White, and Najee Boyd come in. 2-2 our score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. The inbound it to Eagle Staff. Here's Kirky, now Riley Bearstail. Kirky with it. Now to Riley Bearstail. Riley gets in the paint, spins, dumps it down low. Schmidt keeps it up high and scores.
And that's exactly what I was talking about, Scott. Attack that pressure. Good job by Bearstail dumping it down to Shimmick, and Shimmick with the finish.
Here's Kalik Austin with it. He crosses over. Kalik Little teardrop in the lane. That one rattles around and goes in by Kalik Austin.
Well, one thing the Demons got, they got 3 guys that can finish and take the ball to the hole for sure, and Carlo and Kalik, Austin, and Weston Scott. So far, 2 of them have already done it and scored.
We're tied at 4 to B&C Bank scoreboard. Back with it comes Riley Bearstail. He finds Kirky down low. Schmick up high, scores it.
Well, get the ball down low to your big guy. Schmick inside, just 6'2", but bigger body, kicking up space.
Kalik Austin, here's Weston Scott. He turns the corner, spins in the paint, now out high. Najee Boyd straight away 3. That one's wide left. Rebound comes down to Riley Bearstail. Now Kirky with it. The ball's going to be kicked out of bounds. Today's game brought to you in part by UPS Store located in South Broadway and Mandan. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, Saturday 8:30 to 3. UPS Store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs.
Carlo back in, Scott. Now Hayden Bondley, the BHS football quarterback, checks in. A good year for the Demons.
Eagle staff gets in the paint. Little fall away shot, tough shot. Degree of difficulty was high. Austin quickly back the other way. Nice feed. Boyd, layup, got it.
That's how you won the break, Scott. You get out hard, you push it hard. You get 2 guys in the wing. One guy, Boyd, cuts hard to the basket, and you get a perfect pass.
We're tied at 6. Here's Kirky back the other way. Kirky gets in the paint. Kirky, the running left-handed layup, rolls off. Rebound comes down there to Hayden Bondley. He gets it off to Carlo. Skips it to Austin left wing. Austin, little shimmy shake move for 3. Comes off. Short. Bondley keeps it alive. Finds Boyd. Here's Carlo, right side 3. Bingo!
The confidence from these Demons, Scott, it's just amazing that you catch, you're open, you shoot it. No questions asked.
9-6, Demons by 3. Back with it comes Eaglestaff. Eaglestaff gets in the paint, hangs, rolls around, misses a shot, but he drew contact, and that one's going to go against Kalik Austin, first personal. That'll be the Demons' first team foul.
Kalik's got a pair of Viking, or maybe they're Lakers shoes. Maybe I was going to. The purple Nikes.
Nupa Kirky, time to get a breather as KP Eagle. He wants to breathe. He needs a little water. He was bent over.
Parched.
Yeah. KP Eagle staff toes the Serve Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro, and KP misses the first one. He'll have one more.
See the BHS fans aren't cheering for him. Maybe they are.
Brennan Greff into the ball game now. Also in there, I think Grant Bieber's back in. Daniel Wentz set to check in for Mandan.
If you're wondering, KP Eaglestaff, yep, he's related to Tayshawn and Trayson, half brothers. Boy, he's got a family related to the Davises too. You talk about a basketball family, the Jordan Davis, Ashley Davis.
Speaking of getting to the 10, Weston Scott to the 10, and the follow there is up and good by Tadarian Slack.
A great finish. Scott was way above the rim on that one. He probably could have just rammed it.
Boy, he got to the 10 quick. There did Weston Scott. Yeah. Ball tipped into the hands of Artie Carlo. Demons attack. Carlo, fall away shot, score it, and one.
Well, the intensity right now in this gym is big, Scott. You got people standing, not sitting down on both sides. The Mandan fans, the Bismarck High fans, Coach Wilhelm getting into it. Artie Carlo saying, everything you said about me is right.
Free throw by Artie comes off. He's got a quick 7. Rebound comes down to Riley Bearstail. Now Riley has it in the front court. Finds Wentz down low. Nice kick in the corner to Kirky. Good closeout. Kirky attacks, hangs, and scores. Oh, nifty move there by Nupa Kirky.
And so strong, too. Takes the body, runs right into a Demon's body, but was able to stay in the air. Big upper body football kid.
Carlo, no-look pass. Finds left corner. Here's Bieber for 3. That one comes off. Weston Scott the rebound. Had it taken away. Now he gathers it. Now he fires it. Oh, to no avail. And taken away there by KP Eaglestaff. He leaves it for Riley Bearstail. Now here's Wentz with it. Wentz. Bearstail on the left wing. Bearstail crosses over, spins, gets in the paint, hangs. Carlo knocked it away. Eaglestaff closed out there. Ball poked away, and we're going to have a reach-in foul.
Bieber got had a hand in there. He thought he tipped it away, but I don't think they called it on him. Did they, Scott?
Yeah, they did. They
did.
Graf,
oh, man, that was, he doesn't like it. So either does Coach Wilhelm. He's like, man, he just reached in. He totally had all ball.
13-9 our score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Eli Eaglestaff in the ball game now for Mandan. Wentz runs down the ball in the corner. Now up to KP. Here's Wentz, left wing. Wentz, he's going to attack, gets in the paint, scoop to the hoop, scored and won.
When you talk about a guy coming out of nowhere in terms of the football side, Daniel Wentz, all WDA football player. Heard he gets it. Nice head and shoulder fake. Gets a good little block out by one Bear's tail and then finish that right hand.
Foul goes against Artie Carlo, Demons third. So Daniel Wentz to the Serve Pro free throw line to shoot one. Free throw on its way is up and good. Kirky back in the ball game now.
Kirky was able to get a little hydrated quickly.
13-12, Demons by one on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy. We'll make manage your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank. Carlo up high, Bieber. Bieber gets down the lane. Good D there. Now back out to Boyd. Here's Weston Scott with it. Scott on the bounce. He's hounded by Wentz. Turns the corner. Now finds Bieber. Right corner three. That one's short. Long rebound comes down to Bradley Bearstail. He gets it off to Kirky. I don't know who's working harder, Wilhelm, Schaefer, or the 10 guys on the floor.
Or you. Try to call play with this.
Here's a poke away. Najee Boyd on the other end. Leans in, left-handed layup up and good.
Boy, great hands by Boyd, and then a great little slow roll against Bearstail with the left-handed finish.
Oh, Kirky got away with a push-off there. 15-12, Demons by three. Wentz thought about a three, finds Eli Eaglestaff right down Broadway, missed the bunny. Taken out of there by Weston Scott, and he's going to be fouled by Eli Eaglestaff.
Woo! You better get some water.
I got to get something. If anybody's in here watching this on the PSP network, I'll take an orange Powerade.
And some chapstick.
Oh, nifty move there by Weston Scott. Has it tipped out of bounds.
And it was blocked, yeah, you said, Scott. Bradley Bearstail. That's one thing, too. You know, people realize the Bearstail, KP, Eaglestaff, I mean, they're 6'4".
Yes, they are. Timeout on the floor. It's a First International Bank and Trust timeout. 11:58 to go, opening half. Demons 15, Braves 12. Back after this timeout on the PSP network.
There's pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
$15-12 our score to BNC Bank scoreboard. 11:58 to go to the opening half. Well, it's good to know some people are listening out there. I got a reply other than an orange Powerade.
That's afterwards.
No, that reply wasn't wrong. Kalik Austin will trigger it inbounds. He does so to Weston Scott. West hands back off to Kalik, turns the corner. Skips left wing. Tadarian Slack for three. That one's off. Rebound tipped into the hands. Bondley. Here's Weston Scott for three, and he buries it.
What, so many 50-50 balls the Demons are tracking down, and that little extra pass to Weston Scott from the right wing shot.
Here's Kirky with it. Kirky gets in the paint. Nice no-look pass. Eli Eaglestaff scores it.
Put that one on the rewind, Scott, for later on. That was pretty special.
Oh, that wasn't Kirky. That was Eli Eaglestaff. Shot comes off there by the Demons, and Mandan has it, trailing by 4. Here's Riley Bearstail with it. Tipped away. Tadarian Slack in there, and he goes up, lays it in. He wanted to flush that one to Tadarian.
Yeah, good First the good steal, then the finish. Smart play by Riley Bearsdale, too. Just kind of said, all right, I'm not going to get a foul there.
Another steal by Austin. Pure drop. Austin comes off. Bearsdale the rebound. That comes down to Riley. Now Wentz just throws it out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Demons. Today's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza, the best pizza on the planet. It's Planet Pizza. They've been around for over 25 years. They're the largest laser tag playground in the region, a giant lunch buffet, and they deliver. Call now, 701-852-1700.
It's hard to practice against this pressure. I'm going to guess when Mandan's doing it, they're using 7 guys in practice against.
I'm sure they are. As Artie Carlo on the bounce, goes baseline right, step back, fall away. 2 is up and good. Woo, is that a tough shot?
You go to baseline, the defense comes out to pick you up, and what do? You step back from the baseline, fading away from 17.
Carlo's got 9, and it's 22-14. Demons by 8. Here's Kirky with it. Left corner Wentz. They find Riley Bearsdale. Bearsdale hangs. Shot comes off. Rebound Austin. Ooh, he wants to run. Austin, little shimmy shake move. Has it taken away by Wentz. Almost got away with a foul there. And back comes Mandan. Here comes Kirky in the front court. He's going to fire for 3. That one's wide left. Run down by Artie Carlo. Back comes the Demons. Carlo on the move in transition. 10:04 to go. Austin thought about it. Austin gets in the paint, loses the basketball. Kirky takes it away, and we're going to have a First National Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. 9:58 to go, opening half. Demons 22, Braves 14. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
Relax, spas, etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Carson Shimmick to trigger it inbounds for Mandan. They trail it by 8 on the BNC Bank scoreboard to get it into Riley Bearsdale. Here's Kirky with it. Now Kirky's going to work it up the floor against that Demon pressure. Now they get it in the front court. Kirky calls out a play, brings it between the rings. Kirky on a bounce. Enters it right elbow. Stop and go move there. Jump stop in the paint. Tried to dump it down low. Shimmick wasn't looking. Taken away by Najee Boyd. Up the right side, Kalik Austin, right corner, Carlo. Catch, fire, 3, too strong. Rebound, Austin. Out high to Boyd. Boyd gets in the paint. A little fall away. Oh, falling away. Scoop to the hoop there by Najee Boyd.
Yeah, jump stop, and that's what you call a lean for the shot. He's sold out there.
Here's Kirky back the other way. Kirky off the window for Mandan.
Yeah, didn't pick up Noomp at all as he went right at the Demons.
Here's Graff. He attacks the 10, fires one up, and he's going to be fouled.
Demons pushing it on that made basket, get it to that corner, and Kirky's trying to get that basketball win back in because he tried to kind of recover after he made that.
There you see it right there on the Ryan Family Dealership replay. Nifty move there by Najee Boyd.
Yeah, falling down.
Foul there goes on Eli Eaglestaff, his second. Brendan Graff will have one more. He misses the first from the Serve Pro free throw line. Missed them both. Wentz the rebound for Mandan. Gets it off to Nupakirky. Cross court, KP Eaglestaff back in the ball game. KP on the bounce. Gets downhill, now goes in the right corner to Wentz. Wentz bodied up, now Shimmick. Shot fake, Shimmick attacks, goes up strong. Ooh, is that blocked away by Carlo? I think it was.
From behind.
Back comes Austin. Here's Carlo with it. Left corner they go. Here's Bonley. And we're going to get a body foul against Daniel Wentz.
And Wentz he had some finger issues going on right now. He had gone over to the trainer. I don't know if he got it taped. He's still holding that left finger that maybe got jammed or something.
14 foul against Mandan. They inbound it to Bieber. Bieber on the bounce, a little step through, flip up in the paint, no good. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Wentz for Mandan.
That was a smart play by Kirk. He couldn't get the rebound, so he tipped it to his teammate Wentz.
Kirky hands it back to Eaglestaff. KP in the paint, turns, drops it right corner. Kirky goes baseline, leans in, tough shot, taken away out of there by Bieber. Bieber shovels it to Kenyatta White. To Darian Slack.
Slack got hit in the eye accidentally by Eaglestaff.
That was on Briley Bearstail. First personal, 5th team foul against Mandan. Today's game brought to you in part by Farsted Oil. Contact Farsted Oil today. Find out how their skilled sales team can help you with all your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, and DEF needs. Probably serving North Dakota, Montana, and western Minnesota since 1938 and committed to outstanding customer service and reliability. Farsted Oil. Here's Artie Carlo with it. Carlo. Elbow stop and go move there, and that's going to be blocked away there by Riley Bearstail. Kalik Austin straight away 3. Bingo.
Yeah, sometimes I've seen a couple possessions, Scott, where Artie and maybe Kalik trying to do a little too much off the dribble. Reverse the basketball, get an open look.
Boy, the Bearstail brothers have been quiet in this one. They've yet to score. Here's Riley Bearstail with it now. Now in the corner they go to Shimmick. Now to KP Eaglestaff. Eaglestaff spins in the paint. Nowhere to go. Goes in the right corner to Shimmick. Shimmick's going to fire for 3. That one comes off. Good box out there by the Demons. That's Hayden Bonley. He gets it off to Grant Bieber. Now back to Bonley. Bonley. Ball poked away that time by Briley Bearstail. Briley step through move. Goes up. Oh, Kalik Austin with the block as we see if we can get that one again on our Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Yeah, a steal here by by Bearstail. A little slow-mo move here. He thinks he has a layup, and here comes Austin with the block off the backboard.
Swat off the glass. 27-16.
Demons 14-4 run here.
Here's a steal by Kenyatta White. Kenyatta end-to-end and shots up no good. But he will shoot 2 as he was fouled on the attack to the 10, and that one's going to go against Riley Bearstail, his first. That'll be the 6th team foul.
The one thing the Demons are doing, Scott, is everybody can dribble. So there isn't an outlet pass. It's rebound, take off and run. And you better get back if you're Mandan.
Yep.
They have created 4-on-3s, 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s, time and time again.
I'm guessing by the end of the night we might see a 4-on-0.
Yeah, we might. Mandan's got a lot of guys bent over right now. And they only got 7 guys they're playing.
Kenyatta goes 1 for 2, and it's a 12-point lead now for the Demons. Here's Eaglestaff in the front of the court. They go to Riley Bearstail. Now to Riley. Riley on the bounce, jump stop, kicks Eaglestaff. Right wing 3 on the way. Shot too strong. Rebound run down there by Weston Scott. Poked away by Eaglestaff. Into the hands of Bieber. Scott gets it back. Artie Carlo, high right side. Boy, he's going to fire from North Bismarck. Bingo! Artie Carlo.
Well, I don't think that's the first time he shot from 27 feet.
From Arrowhead Plaza, add another 3 for Artie Carlo.
Riley, I got some range. You might want to come on pick me up here.
Now we're going to get a 10-second violation, and Jordan Wilhelm is fired up.
One thing that Jordan Wilhelm, he wears his emotions on his sleeves, and you can see his kids. They play very emotionally. They get into it. They play hard defense. They appreciate the openness that their coach has in terms of just saying, hey, play hard. That's what I'm asking you to do. You're open, you shoot. That's a nice situation if you're, a Demon playing basketball.
Inbound, Weston Scott. He comes off a high screen, turns the corner, does Weston. Nowhere to go with it. Now crosses over, now gets downhill. Little teardrop left-handed layup off the window was good. Ooh, was that pretty there by Weston Scott.
You know, and the beauty of it is he pulled up instead of going barreling over the top of the guy at the block, pulls up, shoots a little teardrop from the block.
Briley Bearstill, here's Kirky, left side three, and he buries it, does Nupa Kirky.
Yeah, Nupa, no, he didn't pick him up. He showed his range. I don't know if he's hit one yet this year.
33-19, yeah, he's got one.
Two.
Austin, three on the other end. Weak side rebound by Kirky. Boy, Kirky's playing hard. Here's Eaglestaff in the front. Now Riley Bearstail. Now to Kirky, now in the left corner, Briley. Nope.
It was a double dribble, wasn't it?
Kirky keeps it. Now a little scoop to the hoop, too strong. Rebound, Najee Boyd. Back comes the Demons, leading this one 33-19 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Weston Scott. Scott on the bounce, turns the corner, gets in. Nice pass down low.
Oh, my.
To Darian Slack.
Everybody was ready to say, wait a minute, that's not a foul. Well, you didn't call a foul. It was the officials like, I got it. Just take a deep breath. Great dish by Weston Scott. That's a good foul, right? You're like, hey, you gotta earn it. No cheapies here.
Nupa Kirky gets it. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. It's a media timeout. 5:11 to go on a BNC Bank scoreboard. Opening half. Demons 33, Braves 19. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Here we go. Kemple, the scoop. No, he went up and got it.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Well, Darian Slack will toe the Serve Pro free throw line for the Demons.
See, that's good foul by Kirky.
Free throw rolls off, and Tadarian will have one more. Today's game brought to you in part by Ryan Family Dealerships for 50 years. Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Slack got the back end of that 2-shot penalty. Riley Bearstill loses it, now gets it back. Now to Briley, now in the front court, Wentz. Wentz is going to attack, baseline, fall away shot, tough shot, got it to go. Daniel Wentz.
How about this score, Scott? Legacy's over Minot North, 44-8.
Oh boy.
Make that 46-8.
Oh boy.
If you want to watch that one, tune into the other PSP channel.
Yeah, you can find that one on the other PSP network.
St. Mary's is over Minot, 30-27.
Okay.
That's on another PSP network piece.
Down nice pass. Eaglestaff. Shimmick misses the bunny. Keeps it alive. It goes out of bounds.
I think Scott got a piece of that, Scott.
Did he?
I think Weston did, yes.
Okay. Line change now for the Demons. Biebert, Carlo, Tadarian Slack, and Bonley come in.
Century's leading Jamestown as well, 57-28, just starting the second half.
Carlo off a screen between the legs. Runner in the paint comes off. Wentz the rebound for the Mandan Braves. Tied up, gets it off to Eaglestaff.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a bad pass. Good handles there by Riley Bearstail. Out of Briley. Here's Riley with it. Got away with a walk there. Here's Wentz, left side three. Bingo for Daniel Wentz.
Well, Daniel Wentz missed a lot of last year. I know he had think he rolled his ankle or did something. I'll have to take a look at that. But, yeah, broke his collarbone. I guess ankle, collarbone. You know what? They're close.
But now we're going to get a foul. It's going to go against Bradley Bearsdale, his second.
But to finish that comment, so, you know, Wentz, we didn't hear much about him last year. Probably could have maybe got some playing time. Coach had mentioned in some of the stuff I'd read that good athlete, good basketball player, just had most of his season taken away. And you can see tonight that, man, he's got, 8 points, playing good defense, got some range, wiry. We know he's athletic.
So Hayden Bonnelly will toe the Serve Pro free throw line. He'll shoot the penalty.
Over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns for the Demon quarterback this year.
And Bonnelly misses the 1-and-1.
Coach Gibson's probably sitting at home watching this one.
Wentz again misses everything, and we're going to get, they're going to get a foul. I think it's going to go, it's either going to be Kirky or Eaglestaff. I'm not sure who.
Somebody knocked down Bonnelly.
So now we'll go the other way.
Got Kirky for that one.
Today's game brought to you in part by Bones Barbecue Sauce. A true North Dakota original, created and bottled right here in North Dakota. This premium barbecue sauce is perfect on anything from ribs to burgers to veggies. Find it today at your local grocery store, Cashwise Marketplace, and Family Fare. Free throw this time by Bonnelly's up and good. He will have one more, will Hayden Bonnelly. 35-24. Demons by 11 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. And that one comes off, kept alive by Slack, out of bounds, and it's going to be off of to Darian Slack. Shimmick will trigger it in, and he does so to Wentz. Now they go back to Bradley Bearsdale. Eaglestaff, they work it up. Here's Kavion Lanier, who just checked in. He gets it off to Eaglestaff. Here's Wentz.
Travel, huh?
Wentz, he's going to attack. Oh, tough shot. He got it to go.
Yeah, got away with a walk at the three-point line, but boy, showed good feet, got inside, hung in the air, flipped it up.
35-26, a 9-point lead. Here's Artie Carlo with it. Here's Bieber, left wing three on the way. Bingo.
Yeah, Bieber's got a great release. Artie Carlo found him on that left wing.
38-26, lead back to 12. Bradley Bearsdale scoreless in this one. Eaglestaff steps into a straightaway three, wide right, rebound Bonnelly. Gets it off to Kalik Austin. Austin has it poked away there by Eaglestaff into the hands of Shimmick. Now he gets it off to Bradley Bearsdale. 2.5 to play opening half. Hands off Eaglestaff, turns the corner. Good D there by Bieber. Eaglestaff in the paint. No, we're going to get a reach in. I think that's going to go against Hayden Bonnelly, and it is.
Yeah, boy, good defense by Bieber, though. He was shuffling his feet, got in great position, and Bonnelly kind of reached in, got his hand in the cookie jar.
Fourth team foul on the Demons. Line change. Graff comes back in. Kenyatta White in. Weston Scott in. Well, Graff, he's got the stash going.
Really?
Looks like it.
Close enough.
Eli Eaglestaff off the inbounds, hands off to KP. KP spins, works on Carlo. Tough shot, missed it, but he's going to be fouled by Artie Carlo.
That kind of cleared everything out for the one-on-one of KP against Artie Carlo. Did that reverse or pearl move to his left and went up strong. Artie Carlo just reached in just a little bit, kind of had that hand extended. You'll see this. Oh, this is the Wentz move. Inside underneath the armpit of Kalik Austin.
KP converts that one.
Wentz leads the Braves. He's got 10.
We'll have our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report coming up. KP gets them both.
5 points for KP, 3 at the line. Also has a bucket. Mandan's just kind of hanging around.
Yeah, they are.
You know,
yep.
Bismarck High, they seem like you look up, they should be up by 15 or 20, and it's just 10.
38-28. Weston Scott comes off a high screen, tries to turn the corner. Good defense there by Shimmick. Now he crosses over, gets to the 10, goes up, loses it, gets it back, lasts it again, goes up again and scores it.
That's nice to have a pogo stick in your back pocket. You just get to go up 1, 2, 3 times.
Yeah.
And
off the right, off the left, and then off both of them. Use them all, huh?
And they were all about the same height, about a 40-inch vertical.
Wentz out of the left corner comes off. Scott the rebound. Lead pass up the left side. Najee Boyd. Boyd attacks. That's good defense there by KP Eaglestaff.
Yeah, had his feet set, I think, outside the circle on that one, and just waited. Boyd just kind of leaned in on him. He's smart. Coach Willem isn't going to be complaining about the aggressiveness, though, of that Boyd,
not that
right?
play.
That was Boyd, right?
Yep, Najee Boyd. Yes, sir.
Look up here, and I'm used to seeing at St. Mary's. You got to look. If you blink, you don't get to see the.
And Najee Boyd comes back with a steal. That gets you out of the doghouse real quick, Chuck. Here's Graff with it. He goes right down Broadway. Runner off the windows up and good.
Stash and everything. Let's see, close up. Oh, well, he does, Scotty.
Yep, look, Brennan Graff gets in the score column.
Goes off the wrong foot, but finishes strong.
Here comes Riley Bearstail. Now to Riley. Now in the front court, Eaglestaff down low. Wentz turns. Wentz has it blocked away by Graff. He gets it off to Boyd. Now Boyd in the front court, hands off Weston Scott. Scott between the legs, crosses over, kicks in the corner. Graff, right side three, comes off, and loose ball run down by Najee Boyd. Now Boyd gets in the paint, little teardrop in and out, rebound by Shimmick. Shimmick, Eaglestaff, all alone at the other end. Here's Wentz. Wentz on Boyd, he goes up. Oh, Najee got a piece of it. Wentz to follow, tipped out of there by Kenyatta White, and now we're going to get a foul.
Yeah, White, he knew he got him too. Damon's probably got away with a couple fouls earlier. And I like how the officials are letting him play hard, though.
Yes, they are. So to the Serve Pro free throw line goes Daniel Wentz. He's been a spark plug.
I wonder how my Knicks are doing tonight.
Oh, they're playing in the big one tonight?
They are. Play the Spurs. I'm probably better off not looking, because I'm one of those. I probably jinxed them just now.
But you're going to look anyways, aren't you?
Yeah, they're down 6. Chase.
I didn't see. I think Wentz missed that one.
He did.
42-28. Okay. So Wentz misses his first free throw of the night. It's only his second. So he'll have one more. 36.3 to play. Opening half. Second one by Daniels up and good. Good first half there for Daniel Wentz off the bench for the Mandan Braves. Boy, you know, Mandan's just hanging around, Chuck, without the Bearstail brothers even getting a sniff.
Not a point for the two guys, averaging combined almost 22 points a game.
Another offensive foul there as Kalik Austin found himself out of control.
Yeah, 2 personal fouls. A little frustrated, you know. Just averaging 8 points a game this year, hasn't gotten the flow. I promise you he'll get in the flow at some point. He's too good of a basketball player that, you know, it's just.
Yep, and Jordan Williams got to take him out of the game. Brings in Najee Boyd. Eaglestaff gets it up. Riley Bear still left side. Now in the front court, Wentz attacks, skips it, and good hustle there by Tadarian Slack.
When he was about at half court when that ball got released. Caught up, knocked it out of bounds. No, those Y passes, they ain't going to work against the Demons.
No, they're not. Out high to Wentz. Now they go to Riley Bearstail. Now to Briley. Now back to Eaglestaff. 10 seconds. Eaglestaff on the bounce. He's going to attack. Eaglestaff leans in. Teardrop is up and good for KP Eaglestaff.
Yeah, just persistent right there, going all the way to the basket.
And that's going to end the opening half of play here from KARLGAARD Gymnasium in our boys game. And it has been an all-out track meet in this opening half. As we go to break on the BNC Bank scoreboard, at Demons 42, the Braves 31. We'll be back with our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Breathe in. I can't believe I wrecked my car. There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance. Are you even a therapist? Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Oh, welcome back to KARLGAARD Gymnasium and our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. Accidents happen. It's a part of life. At Jerome's, our goal is to help you get your car and your life back on the road, both literally and metaphorically. It's a goal that forces us to do more than fix your vehicle. We've been doing it since 1975. Call 701-852-5126 to schedule your collision repair or other service. Collision repair is our specialty. We value you and your car. Well, Chuck, as you said in that opening half, I think if you're Mandan, you got to feel pretty good with where you're at, particularly when you have 2 guys, as we talked about, in Riley and Briley Bearstail coming into this one. One guy averaging, Briley averaging 13 and Riley averaging 8. They haven't scored in the ball game, but yet you're only down 11.
I mean, I would say you're not feeling good, but you're not feeling as bad as you could.
Exactly.
Right? And
yes, yes.
Yeah, as a coach, Brandon Schaefer, you're saying, okay, guys, that was not a good first half, right? Defensively, we didn't play horrible. Too many turnovers against the Demons. And we got to get the Bearstails. We got to get those guys in the scoring column. Whether they run the plays, they got to be more aggressive. And give the Demons credit. I know Weston Scott's one of the guys guarding one of the Bearstails, and so they clearly have some of their best guys lined up against them. And the Demons, we know how hard a defense they play, and so that's part of it. It's as much of a credit to the Demons and how well they're playing defense tonight, holding Mandan down to 31 in that first half.
Well, I think if you're Mandan and Brandon Schaefer, I think you got to come out early in that second half and maybe try to run something or do something to get them started and get them going in this ball game to get those guys some looks at, and get them, let them see the ball go through the hoop.
Yeah, and just talk to the guys and say, hey, I don't even know how many times they've shot Scott. That's the other thing.
I don't think they have. I don't think either one have taken a shot.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like you can't score if you don't shoot. So you got to be more aggressive in that perspective, and we'll see how that goes.
Well, yeah.
Let's do some scoring. Huh?
Yeah, hang on as we. Let's get into the first half individual numbers. All right.
All right, let's do it.
Have at her.
All right, Scott Hill, you got to get some play. I love it. I forget that you're this production wizard now.
Man, I'll tell you what.
you're on fire over here. So as these replays are going on here, Daniel Wentz leads the Mandan Braves with 11 points in the first half. 7 by Nupakirky, a couple three, or you got a 3 late and a couple 2s. 7 for KP Eaglestaff, including 1 to close out the first half. 4 points for Carson Shimmick, 2 for Eli Eaglestaff, and then as he mentioned, Riley and Riley Bairstow have not scored their total of 31 points. They're 5 of 7 from the free throw line and have 2 3-pointers in the first half. For the Demons, they've got, this is crazy, 9 guys in the scoring column already. 12 for Artie Carlo. He's got a couple threes. You got 7 for Weston Scott, 5 for Kalik Austin, 5 for Tadarian Slack, 6 for Najee Boyd. Bieber's got a 3. Got a bucket for Brendan Greff. Our apologies. It's Greff.
Greff, yep.
Yep. And 1 point for Kenyatta White. Got a point for Hayden Bondley for their total of 42. Demons shooting just 3 for 7 from the free throw line, but they do have 5 3-pointers. They led by 8 at midway through the first half, 24-16, and then just kind of bump that up by 3 as they lead 42-29. So Mandan's not out of it, but we know how quickly Bismarck High can, get on you. And so this second half, these first 4 minutes, you heard coaches talk time and time about how important those first 4 minutes are. Well, they are really important tonight right here for Mandan.
Yes, they are, as our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report rolls on with more. Back to KARLGAARD Gymnasium after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Till it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess, and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
This week's PSP Network Player Performance of the Week, powered by the Aggie Foundation and Mandan State University. Congratulations to this week's nominees on Big Time Games. The votes are in, and this week's Player Performance of the Week belongs to
interception.
Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. And watch for next week's PSP Network Player Performance of the Week, powered by the Aggie Foundation and Mandan State University. PSP Network, it's game day.
Seek transformation. ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling. It's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back. We elevate every space.
Well, 18 minutes to go in this one. I want to thank you for tuning in to our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. A big thanks to Jerome's Collision Center. Call them now, 718-522-5126 to schedule your collision repair or other service. As we turn our attention now to the second half, in which Bismarck High will have the ball to start this second half.
Looks like the same starters as the first half.
As Weston Scott controls for the Demons, dribbles it high left side. Now around the wheel they come, high right side, Artie Carlo. Scott down low, all alone, turns shot fake, spins inside, missed it, gets the board, goes up, has it tipped away by Eaglestaff, and now he comes out of there with it. Up ahead they go to Riley Bearstail, now the right side. Kirky now reverses it, brings it back out, sets the offense for Mandan. Here's Riley Bearstail with it. Riley now to Briley. Briley on the bounce, spins, gets in the paint, gathers, goes up strong, off the window, rolls around and goes in.
There you go.
For Briley Bearstail.
Right, Scotty is aggressive, goes to the basket, kind of cleared out that left side. He went against Grant Bieber one-on-one.
42-33. Here's Kalik Austin, a little teardrop on the baseline. That's a tough shot. KP really Eaglestaff rips it out of there, but it's going to go out of bounds off KP, and it'll stay with the Demons. Weston Scott will be the trigger man for Bismarck High. Gets it in. Austin fakes the handoff, and tough pass. Bieber, high left side three. Long rebound run down there by Briley Bearstail. He gets it off the Eagle staff.
Scott.
Yep.
That was wide open look.
Eagle staff on the right side. Hangs. Shot comes off short. Rebound there to the Darian Slack. Weston Scott back the other way. Quickly to the 10 layup. Got it.
How about that burst? Wow. He just did. I don't even think it was a hesitation dribble. He just changed, went from fast to super fast.
Steal by Slack. He misses 2 putbacks, and now it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Bismarck High.
He is. I don't remember him being this quick.
Ooh, boy.
Although, we haven't seen him play like a long time, but man, the quickness he has is amazing. I don't see Shanna that quick. I don't know. Chad, I'm not sure. I don't know where they got it. What's going on?
Foul there is going to go against Daniel Wentz.
I mean, she's quick-witted. Maybe
you know that one's going to come up again at some point between
right.
now and March, don't you? She's going to hear that one on the playback.
I said she's quick-witted. Maybe that counts.
Here's Kalik Austin with it on the bounce, high left side, hands it off Najee Boyd. Boyd attacks, flips it back to Scott. Scott out high, guarded by Najee Boyd, not guarded by Nupakirky, and Boyd gets it off to Scott up high. Greff, one more pass in the corner, jump stop. Austin, tough shot, off balance, rebound to Shimmick. Bismarck High got sped up there in that possession.
I'm surprised he didn't just shoot that. It got reversed. He had an open look from that corner.
Wentz, he's doubled up. He's in trouble. Tries to get through it, and we're going to get a foul on the pass. And
Kenyatta?
Yep. First personal, first team, or I'm sorry, that's his fourth or second personal. First team foul. Wentz to the 10, scored and won.
A couple times they've done that now, Scott. They've spread the floor and let the guy in the wing take his man one-on-one. This time it was Daniel Wentz going against Brennan Greff.
As Wentz continues his hot streak.
Yeah, I like how he looks. He might be gaining himself some more minutes, huh?
Second personal. Wentz free throw goes around and goes in.
It's 14.
Today's game brought to you in part by Val Suckery, locally owned and operated in downtown Minot since 1960. They have a full line of e-bikes that they service in their shop. Sharpening center for knives, scissors, chainsaw blades, and more. Fitness center with treadmills, ellipticals, recumbents. Val Suckery.
Don't look now, Scott, but it's under 10 points.
Yep. There's Carlo out of the left corner for 3. Okay. Bingo.
Well, quick reversal, and man, you have got to be in his face immediately. That is the Dan Marino release of basketball.
And he's got 15, does Artie Carlo, 47 back to 11. Bearstail runs it in. Riley now gets it off to Briley. Briley goes right wing. Eli Eaglestaff. He answers the 3.
Yeah, nice dish out by Eaglestaff to Bearstail to Eaglestaff. He was set, ready to go from that wing.
47-39. Najee Boyd in the paint, left corner. Carlos, same place, different result. That one comes out. Bodley, keeps it alive. Wentz on the steal. Wentz on the other end. Wentz, he goes up, lays it in.
Well, he's quick too. I thought that was going to go down.
Lead down to 6. Here's Najee Boyd, left side 3. Oh, and he answers the bell.
Yeah, how quickly the Demons respond. Just that quick return. Get it up to the left side. You got Boyd wide open from that left corner.
50-41. Oh, nice hustle there by Artie Carlo on the lazy pass by Eli Eaglestaff. And on the other end, tipped out of bounds by Kirky. That's great hustle getting back by Nupakirky. As we take a look.
Which one you got?
I don't remember on our Ryan Family Dealership replay. I think it was the quick 3 here.
Yeah, quick the corner. Mandan doesn't recover, doesn't pick up Boyd, and Boyd's like, that's 3 right there.
Scott, the trigger man, gets it into Carlo, and Carlo loses it. Kirky thought he was out of bounds, but he wasn't. He saved it. Eaglestaff, that was almost taken away there by Bieber. Here's Eli Eaglestaff, now to KP. KP now kicks it left wing. Briley Bearstail for 3. Bingo.
Well, I like how Mandan's moving the basketball, Scott. way quicker now. It's out of their hand. Boom, 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 and down to 6, the closest it's been since, what, 13-7 or 13-9.
Here's Greff on the back door, and Greff is going to be out of bounds. And Jordan Wilhelm wants to talk things over. It's a First and National Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. 13:50 to go. Demons 50, Braves 44. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
Oh, there's the big fella right there. Speaking of the University of Washington, Chuck.
Yeah, it takes up about 7 spots. Jack Schaefer back for a little holiday cheer from University of Washington.
I think I saw a picture on social media with him and the Gronk. Oh, here's a takeaway. Greff and a block there by KP Eaglestaff. And then ball, now we got bodies on the floor. Carlo shot fake. Carlo steps in, and then now they're going to get a foul on Riley Bearstail.
I mean, it's just chaos defensively on these two teams. It was like 3 turnovers in about 4 seconds right there.
Yeah, Jack Schaefer out at the University of Washington.
Yeah, he said they didn't make the top, 12.
Yeah, they had
but they played. You said they played in a bowl game.
I believe they did. I think it was just last week. Yes.
And Jack redshirted, so I don't. Although even from a redshirt, you can play, I think, up to 4 games potentially, but I have not heard the details in terms of what he did.
52-44 as Artie makes both of those, and now here's a steal. Now Kirky runs it down, bodies all over the place. Kirky leans in, and it's going to be an offensive foul against Nupa Kirky. Weston Scott draws the offensive foul.
Yeah, smart play. As an offensive player, you got to be able to recognize that and pull up from 15 feet. Again, good job by Scott coming across the lane, getting his feet set and drawing that offensive foul.
Demons by 8 at 52-44. Here's Weston Scott, turns the corner. Off the right elbow, nowhere to go. Hands back Bieber. Now Bieber weaves it, now gets it back out. Artie Carlo, shot fake, jabs left, jabs right. Now puts it on the ground. Tough move. Carlo misses that one. Rebound to Riley Bearstail up to Briley. Briley angles middle of the floor, nowhere to go. Now kicks it back out to Eaglestaff. They lob down low to Eaglestaff. That was Eli out of bounds over his head, and it'll go back to the Demons.
I think it was a right call because Eli had his guy pinned, but he couldn't jump because he was leaning into the body of the defender.
52-44. Carlo back, now Najee Boyd.
Oh, it's got open.
Bieber, right corner, 3, bingo.
He said, nope, I'm going to take it in the corner. Artie Carlo with the assist, Bieber with his second 3 of the game.
And there's a turnover there by Riley Bearstail, and they'll go back to the Demons, now leading by 11.
You know, Demons quickly gave up that 13-point lead, went down to 6, and then you blink in 2 possessions, it got her back to 11.
Shimmick comes in. Eli Eaglestaff will sit down. Here's Najee Boyd. Comes off a screen by Kenyatta White. Now goes back the other way and gets it off Weston Scott. Scott leans in, shot up and good for Weston Scott.
Well, he's good in the middle with pressure around him. You know, he just has that nice little teardrop shot. Good quick move.
He's got 11, and it's back to 13 for Bismarck High. Here's Shimmick. KP Eagle staff now to Briley, now left wing Riley. Riley brings it middle of the floor, now to Wentz. Wentz. Najee Boyd saves it into the hands of Shimmick and taken away by Artie Carlo. That was quick, and now Eagle staff takes it away from Mandan. Wow.
Yeah, it's back and forth and back and forth. Just when you think you're on your own and nobody's around you.
There it goes. Shimmick, or no, that's Wentz. He has it blocked away by Carlo. Here comes Weston Scott. Kenyatta White. Oh, and he has it blocked away. Nope, they're going to say Eagle staff fouled him. That's KP.
I thought he was going to give it right back to Weston. You know, 2-on-1 break. Weston gave it up to Kenyatta White, and I thought White was going to throw her back up, you know, give a chance. But he finished hard. We've got to get a chance to get to the lane now, or get the line, excuse me.
Free throw by Kenyatta White is up and good. His second point of the night. Kenyatta will have one more, and he got them both.
He'll check out. Tadarian Slack will come back in.
59-44, 15-point lead now on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Hand check.
Yep, we're going to get a hand check. That's going to go against Brennan Greff. 11:21 to go in the ball game. Eagle staff, gets it in the way, almost taken away by Greff. Here's Shimmick with it, left wing. Shimmick. One bounce and nowhere to go. Now goes out high to KP Eagle staff. KP attacks. Kalik Austin, blocked away.
Jousted at the top.
Here's a lead for Austin. Austin, nice no-look pass there. Tadarian Slack goes baseline. Kicks out. Scott, he shot fakes in the little teardrop in the lane, no good. Kalik hangs and tips it in.
That missed shot by Weston Scott. One-handed put back for Kalik Austin.
And Mandan wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 10:51 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Demons 61, Braves 44. Back after this timeout on the PSP network.
Oh, shoot. In front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese. It has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Today's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. There's no other choice to steal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today at 222-2155 to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter. Months ahead, new installation upgrades and all your furnace and AC needs. Call Dylan today at 222-2155.
The unforced error on the out of bounds.
Yep, I saw that as I looked up and was reading. They inbound to Austin, hand back to Weston Scott. Scott gets in the paint, kicks it to Bonnelly on the right wing. Now back to Wes. Wes on the bounce. Brings it right side to the left side. Here's Austin with it. Kalik now down low to Scott. He turns. Wentz right there to meet him. Now goes up and has it swatted out of bounds there by Bradley Bearstail.
Wentz is kind of holding that left shoulder. See if he comes out. Yeah, he's going to check out. His shoulder, his hand, he's got his hand taped and he's holding his shoulder now. He's not even using it. Good job, camera work by our camera crew.
Scott inbounds it to Bonley. Baseline right. He's doubled up there. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Demons. Carlo coming back in. Also Kenyatta White. Najee Boyd in as well. Austin, oh, the C's part. He goes up. Oh, he wanted a one-hand flush shot, and he missed it. And then Kenyatta White misses the putback, but he's going to be fouled.
Yeah, thought that one was going down as C's parted. He went right to the baseline, went up, put the ball up in the air behind like a tomahawk dunk, and he just didn't get up high enough, you think, Scott?
Yeah,
or?
I don't know. It may have been partially deflected, too. I don't know, as KP Eaglestaff picks up his third. And then Kenyatta White misses that free throw. That one's up and good. 62-44.
12-0 run after Mandan closed the lead or cut the lead down to 6.
Yeah, that's how quickly Bismarck High can strike. Kirky. Bearstail, left wing three by Riley. That one comes off. Austin can't save it, and it goes out of bounds.
You know, Kalik's struggling offensively a little bit, but boy, he sure is playing good defense. Rebounding, defending, hands in there.
There's Bearstail. That's Riley with it. The errant pass there, and it's going to be run down by Najee Boyd. And they're going to say he was out of bounds. Today's game brought to you in part.
The fans are right there. They didn't like it, but they are Bismarck High fans.
Yes, they certainly are.
They've been standing the whole time.
62-49, 9:44 left to play in the ball game. Shimmick around the wheel. They go left side to Riley Bearstail. Now they hand back to Eaglestaff. He crosses over, gets down. No, nice pass down low. Shimmick layup, got it.
Yeah, nice reverse layup by Shimmick, but it was a great pass by Riley Bearstail. Shimmick's been quiet since early in the first half.
Carlo. Najee Boyd. And blocked away there by Riley Bearstail into the hands of Kenyatta White. He pokes it away. Now taken out of there by Bearstail. Here's Kirky. Kirky up against Austin. High off the glass and scores it, does Nupa Kirky.
You talk about quick hands tonight.
Yo, boy, all kinds of them out
Isn't
there.
Isn't it amazing how,
yep.
Holy cow, you put the ball on the floor, good luck.
62-48, shot fake by Carlo, nothing there. Here's Boyd on the left baseline, now gets it back out on the wing to Austin. Austin, he's going to fire a deep three. That one's short.
Oh, nobody went to get it.
No, Shimmick finally there to grab it for Mandan. Gets it off to Briley Bearstail. Briley in the front court, leaves it for Riley. Riley, now he goes to Eaglestaff. Stop and go move there by KP, and he attacks and draws contact on Kenyatta White. And he will go to the line.
You know, a smart play by the Mandan, you know, the other four, because they saw that KP had the guy he wanted. He's like, I got Kenyatta White. I got this. Kind of stay outside the lane. Let him take it one-on-one. A little, like you said, Scott, delayed dribble. Just kind of burst to the baseline.
So KP makes the first. He'll have another one. Misses that one. He's got 8 on the night, and it's 62-49. There's Carlo, a little teardrop on the right wing, or on the right block, and that one comes off. Kirky works it up the floor. Eaglestaff now gets it in. Nice pass down low. That's Bearstail with it. He goes up, does Briley, and scores on Weston Scott. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor as Jordan Wilhelm wants to talk it over. 8:05 to go. Demons 62, Braves 51. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
(62-51) our score. 8:05 left to play in this one. Back with it comes Weston Scott on the bounce, hounded by Eli Eaglestaff. Artie Carlo, high right side three, rolls off. Rebound to KP Eaglestaff. He gets it off to Kirky. Kirky, middle of the floor to Eli, back to Kirky. Now goes in the right corner. That's Briley Bairstow. He attacks. Kirky gets in the lane, jump stop, hangs, tough shot, no good. Rebound, ball's loose. Body's on the floor. Ball's still loose. Kirky over bodies. And we're going to get a jump ball, and a possession arrow is in favor of who?
I mean, nobody can say there isn't, hustle going on. And these guys are working their tails off.
Yes, they are. So Mandan will retain possession.
Still hanging around.
Oh, the defense went on vacation there as Riley Bairstow with his first two slipped open underneath. And it's 62-53.
I like the strong finish with the left hand.
Bieber has it taken away by Kirky. Here comes Mandan. Kirky in the paint. And we're going to get a foul, and that's going to go, I believe, on Weston Scott.
Yep. Nupa Kirky just powered down against Weston Scott, drew the foul.
5th team foul on the Demons. Mandan with 5 as well. Well, hoop here would be big for Mandan.
It's kind of back and forth, though, down 17. Mandan just didn't, or 18, excuse me. Now they went on a little run of their own. This is a 9-0 run for Mandan.
3 by Riley Bairstow from the left wing, comes off on a nifty move to get it free himself open, and back comes Artie Carlo. Left wing, Bieber fires 3. That one comes off. Rebound, KP Eaglestaff. We're going to get a reach in on Brennan Greff.
Not a smart foul there. That's going to be the 7th team foul, so I think Mandan should go shoot unless they already.
That's a 6th.
Oh, they must have switched it over like immediately. Super quick fingers there by the guys down below. Well, I'm looking down I see Perry Hansen. I'm going to guess it's the other two. We love Perry. Hoopster guy, man. And takes care of us with
yes, he
hoopster
does.
Stuff. We appreciate everything that he's done.
Eli Eaglestaff. Here's KP with it. Eli didn't get it back. KP leans in, tough shot, got the roll to go. What a tough shot there by KP Eaglestaff on Kenyatta White.
Falling down.
62-55. Carlo, here's Greff on the right baseline, leans in, shot missed, rebound Eli Eaglestaff.
Well, they can cut this to 5 or 4 even.
Here's Riley Bairstow with it. Eaglestaff, left corner. Riley Bairstow for 3, bingo!
Close as
and
it's been.
Down to 4. And a steal. Was that Riley or Briley?
That was Briley that hit it, yep.
62-58, 5:52 to go. Briley Bairstow. Here's Riley, back to Briley. Oh, now they turn it over.
Oh.
And we're going to have a media timeout on the floor. The Mandan Braves trying to crawl back into this one. Well, they've done it. Can they get over the mountain? 5:42 to go. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
At GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Minor at the conclusion of this one, we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial planner, planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisor here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com and Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Here's Weston Scott out of the timeout on the bounce, gets in the paint. Scott nowhere to go, now kicks it. Bonley, right side three, that one's short. Long rebound comes out to Wentz, who's back in the ball game. He gets it off to Riley Bairstale. Shimmick, left corner, nowhere to go. Kirky up high. Nupa crosses over, gets in the paint. Finds Wentz. Wentz down the right side, in the right corner. Shimmick, set shot three. That one comes off. And Najee Boyd, they're going to get,
wow.
I thought they were going to get Kirky on the over the back, but they're going to say Boyd was out of bounds.
Coach Wilhelm does not like the call, to say the least.
Kirky to trigger it in. He does out high to Shimmick. Shimmick gathers it, now gets it off to Briley Bairstale. Now here's Kirky with it. Riley Bairstale now to Wentz. Up high to Briley. Briley backs in. Briley on the bounce, hands off to Riley.
Switching everything up top.
Yep, now Briley, a deep three. That one comes off. Rebound there by Tadarian Slack. Scott back with it, slows the offense. Now he's going to attack on Wentz. Spins in the lane, kicks Bonley, nowhere to go. Here's Kalik Austin. That's a tough shot there by Austin.
Yeah,
and Jason Horner wants to call a timeout. They're going to get a jump ball. I said Jason Horner. Brandon Schaefer. How am I doing? I got to get. Wow.
Hey, that's the only weird one you've said today.
That's the only right one I've said today.
I said weird one.
Oh yeah.
Not right one.
Oh boy. I don't know how that comes back into my memory bank, but it looks like we're going to have a. Looks like Kirky's got to come out of the ball game.
I got to tell you, Scott, nobody can guard Weston Scott right now. I'm getting him on a side and clearing a side and getting people out of his way. Because every move he makes, he gets by his first guy.
Yeah,
and
I
he's
would
got
agree.
too many other people in the middle of the lane that are getting in his way. Basically overload the one side and get everybody out on the left side and let Weston just take his dude.
We'll also have our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. Checking it online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com. And also our Spas Etc. move of the game. It's time to bring a spa to your home. Stop in at Spas Etc. and you'll find a massive inventory in the next level sales team that can help you find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for the rec room at Spas Etc.
I think Mandan's answered the call enough tonight that if the people are watching tonight are saying, okay, this Mandan team's for real.
Yep, I would agree. They inbound it to Weston Scott. We'll see if they heard you. Scott gets in the paint, kicks in the left corner to Austin. Now back to Weston Scott. Guarded by Wentz, spins down the lane, running left-handed. Shot rolls around and goes in.
Wasn't exactly what I was talking about, but he was able to get down the lane, reverse back to his left this time. He likes the left hand.
He's got 13. There's Briley Bairstale, down low Shimmick. He attacks, he misses in traffic. Rebound to Weston Scott. Carlo up the left side. Now Scott down the left side again. Finger roll layup, up and good. Weston Scott starting to take over now for the Bismarck Demons.
Yeah, 15 for him. That's why I said it. He's so quick, man, and just can't guard him.
KP Eaglestaff in the paint. Follow away shot. That one rattles around. Tough shot there. That's by KP Eaglestaff.
And that's good defense by Bieber as well.
Left corner three. That one short by Bieber. Saved in the hands of Shimmick. Now they get it to Briley Bearstail. Now to Riley. Dangerous pass, but Riley was able to run it down. Now Wentz. He gets down the lane. Left-handed scoop to the hoop is up and good. Nifty move there by Daniel Wentz.
Well, he had been quiet, but he went from the top of that key, just nice crossover. Everybody's going to their left hand now. They're clearing out. Now they're clearing out for Artie.
Carlo, high right side, three! Bingo!
I don't need no stinking pick.
Artie Carlo, as we take a look at that one on our Ryan Family Dealership replay as we go to break. Oh, that was a big three. 69-62, Demons, 2:47 to go. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Till it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Artie Carlo.
I was just going to say he had been quiet, since kind of the start of this second half. They called a play. Coach Wilhelm tapped his head, said, okay, we're going to set it up where Carlo's going to get a high pick from Kenyatta White. And before Kenyatta even got there, Carlo said, nope, I'm going to drill her from 25. That just shows the confidence this kid has.
Yep, 69-62. 7-point lead now for the Demons. Here's Kirky in the front court. High right side to Wentz. Wentz on the attack, free throw line. Now kicks the Eagle staff in the left corner. Jabs right, guarded by Carlo. Out high they go to Riley Bearstail. Riley spins in the lane, turns. Left-handed jump hook, no good, but they're going to get Najee Boyd with the foul.
Aggressive play by Riley Bearstail. In the middle, pump fake to his right, spun back to his left, shot the left-hander, drew the foul on, was that Najee?
Yep, Najee.
Second one for Najee Boyd.
So Riley Bearstail toes the Serve-Pro free throw line. He converts that one, makes it 69-63.
Just 3 points, but boy, I like how the Bearstails have played this second half, both of them. I mean, defensively, they've got steals, blocks.
He gets them both, makes it 69-64. Wentz comes out, and I think Shimmick came back in. Demons by 5 with 2:20 left to play in the ball game. Carlo on the bounce, looking for a screen, gets it. Hands off to Weston Scott. Weston on the bounce, goes left on the left side, leans in. Oh, tough move and scores it, does Weston Scott.
Yeah, I could see that. They switched up and Shimmick had Weston Scott, and he just like, nope, I got this.
71-64. That was a quick move. Quick three there by Eaglestaff. Comes off. Najee Boyd the rebound. Throws it right to Eaglestaff, who attacks. Left wing three on the way. Riley Bearstail. That one comes off. Follows his shot. Gets his own board. Tried to throw an errant pass. Blocked out of there by Kalik Austin. Here comes Kalik in the front court. Finds Najee Boyd in the right wing. Now they back it out. Brandon Shavers has come out and get him. Carlo, left wing. Here's Scott, three ball on the way. Bingo! Oh, have a half, young man.
Boy, no doubt. When they needed it, Weston Scott has stepped up. He's got 9 points down the stretch here.
Errant pass. There's Kirky with it. Kirky leans in, leaves it short. Rebound comes down to Bieber. Minute 4 to play. 74-64. Demons by 10. And Shimmick's going to foul, and Kirky is dinged up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, he's played hard. He has been guarding Kalik Austin a lot tonight, and that's been one of the differences of why Kalik struggled is, he's big enough, strong enough.
There's
at
that
6'2".
three there by.
I'm sorry, with Weston.
All right, yep. Long inbound to Carlo on the other end. Carlo goes end to end.
No slow-mo for Artie Carlo.
76-64, Demons starting to pull away here. Wentz out of the left corner for three. That one comes off. Najee Boyd the rebound. Weston Scott up front court to Artie Carlo. And we'll see. And then there's a foul there by Shimmick. Well, Mandan gave it a valiant effort. As to the Serve Pro free throw line goes Artie Carlo. First one by Artie's up and good. He will have another one. Second one's up and good as well. 78-64. They're going to get Weston Scott on the body there. His second personal, so KP Eaglestaff will go to the Serve Pro free throw line. And I got to believe Mandan's not going to foul. KP misses that one. He will have one more. Gets that one, does KP. And we're going to have a First National Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. 24.7 to go. Demons by 13. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Well, Brandon Schaefer setting something up here as he's going to need nothing short of a miracle as they trail by 13 at 78-65. Scott inbounds it to Artie Carlo. He loses it. Now Eli Eaglestaff gathers it in the turnover. Here's KP. Now to Eli. That was tipped away. Here's a long three by Bradley Bearstail. That one comes off, and it's going out of bounds by Riley Bearstail with 12.4 to play. They inbound it. Here's Weston Scott. Now back to Carlo. And Daniel Wentz is going to foul him. 6.3 seconds to play, all but academic, as Chuck Claremont has made his way down to the playing floor. See who he decides to talk to. Carlo toes the Serve Pro free throw line. Makes that one. He'll have one more, will Artie. Gets them both. 80-65. KP, and that one's going to be short, and that is going to end this one as Bismarck High is going to win this one by a score of 80-65, as that'll take us into our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame report. as the Demons get their first win in conference play. And Chuck Claremont's going to get a few words with Jordan Wilhelm and a player as Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom and Shots Crossroads get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. Let's go down on the floor. Chuck Claremont. Chuck, take it away.
All right, thanks, Scott. Hey, Coach, that's a good Mandan team. That's a good win for you guys tonight. The first West Region win of the they just wouldn't go away.
Yeah, it's been, I think, 1972 was the last time we beat Mandan the first game of the year. It's been a long time since we've won this first one, so it definitely feels good. Our guys, you know, our squad 1 through 9 right now, the guys that played tonight, I just love our depth. I love that our guys are willing to give the basketball up. Mandan tried a couple things tonight to help off to certain guys, and we made them pay. Greff had a couple nice baskets, and Bondley going to the basket. But like, what I really love is down the stretch we have multiple playmakers. And when you have a guy like Carlo, you have a guy like Weston Scott, you have a guy like Kalik Austin, then you add Grant Bieber in the mix with Najee Boyd off the bench. Just multiple guys that are not one-dimensional. They can make plays off the bounce. They can make plays for teammates, make plays for themselves at the basket, along with making perimeter jump shots. So really, very proud of the effort tonight.
Yeah, and I thought defensively too. I couldn't help but every time you brought somebody in, the defensive intensity never dropped.
Yeah, Coach Penny asked me last week, he said, who's our worst on-ball defender, Willie? And I honestly couldn't come up with one because I feel like all of our guys are pretty decent on the ball. Now, Mandan's a good team. And you look at this, like, very similar styles, very similar offenses, both very perimeter-oriented that kind of pride themselves on shooting the three and playing fast. The Bearstow boys made some big plays. Eagle staff made a big play down the stretch, quite a few big plays around the basket. So we know that we're going to see them probably 1 or 2 more times down the stretch. So, but it's a great way to get our season going.
It is. Congratulations, Coach. Great job. All right, Artie, or let's get Weston first. Artie, come on in here. So Weston, Artie, great job. I mean, hey, I couldn't think of who the hell to interview. The two of you guys have done an amazing job tonight. And, you know, first of all, let's talk about how you guys play together. You know, you're down the stretch. You hit a big three. Everybody's coming in. I love it. You hit a big three. You took them off the dribble. Just talk to me about how much confidence you have in your team down the stretch.
I just know we all ready for the moment. We're all ball players at the end of the day. So I just know we got it.
You know, before I get to Weston, I got to ask you, they called this play for you. You didn't even wait until they came over and picked for you. So you had to know that I'm putting this one up.
Yeah, I just got to trust my work. I know that I put enough shots to, you know, come down to the moment and hit a big shot.
You know, and for you, Weston, it seemed like down the stretch, they were clearing out. You kind of, not that you had a guy that you could take, but it seemed like once they got the floor spread out, you got to the basket.
Yeah, I know that one of my skills in my game is getting the hoop and finding open shooters, and I just saw an opportunity each time I took it.
You know, talk to me about your defensive intensity. I was having a conversation with your coach saying everybody comes off the bench. Who's the worst on-ball defender? And they said everybody plays great on-ball defender. For first, let me ask you about that in terms of saying how much pride do you take in defense?
A lot. You know, if we can hold teams to under 60, I think we're going to have a great shot to win every game, and I think we've been really good defensively to start off the year.
You know, and for you, Artie, tonight, I mean, it just seemed like you had it rolling early on, and then late you kind of took over. Talk to me about you in terms of offense is great. We know you're going to get your 25 a night, but defensively, it seemed like you really stepped it up tonight too.
Yeah, I just know that, like my work, our own team, you know, I just got a lot of help side, you know. I know that we all got to take pride in defense, but I know we all got backside. Everyone's just locked in on defense at all times.
All right, how about the love in your team behind you?
Yeah, I mean, without these guys, we're not winning that game, so, you know.
All right, Scotty, back to you, buddy.
Well, great job, Chuck Claremont, and better job by that student section of Bismarck High. There you have it, Artie Carlo and Weston Scott. Good performances tonight as our Planning Team Financial Advisor. Shots Crossroads Postgame Report rolls on with more. Bismarck High wins at 80-65. Back after this timeout.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Your plan, your future, your team.
Eight gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it. Dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Well, welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game report, as this one has gone final as Bismarck High wins it 82-65 here tonight over the Mandan Braves. And for a look at our final post-game numbers, here's Chuck Claremont.
All right, thanks, Scott. For the Mandan Braves, 18 points for Daniel Wentz off the bench tonight, 13 for KP Eaglestaff against his former team, 10 for Briley Bearstail, all in the second half, 9 for Nupakirky in a great game. He played really hard tonight. Eli Eaglestaff had 5, 6 for Carson Shimmick, and then 4 for Riley Bearstail for their total of 80. Oop, hold it, my bad, 65. Let's try that again. They had 65, and they were 10 of 14 from the free throw line, and they made 5 threes for the Mandan Braves. For the Demons, they scored 80 tonight. 26 of them came from Artie Carlo, 12 in the first half, 14 in the second. Big 3 down the stretch and made all 4 of his free throws late as he leads the Demons with 26. Weston Scott came up big. He had 20 points tonight. 3 big baskets down the stretch, including 4 actually, including a 3 as he finishes with 20 points, 13 in the second half. 9 for Najee Boyd, 6 for Grant Bieber, 7 for Kalik Austin, 5 for Tadarian Slack, 4 for Kenyatta White. Brennan Greff had a basket. He had 2. And Hayden Bonley had a free throw in the first half, as the Demons went 12 of 17 from the free throw line and made 9 of 10 in that second half, and then made 10 three-pointers tonight as they are victorious 80-65. They were up, 42-31. Then it was, man, what a crazy second half, Scott, as Mandan cut that lead to 50-44. Then the Demons go on a 12-0 run to go up 62-44. Then Mandan responds with a 14-0 run to cut that lead to 62-58. And then the Demons have a big, nice closeout, 18-7 to win 80-65.
Well, Chuck, a couple more things we've got to do as well. First of all, before we do that, let's take a look at what's coming up the rest of the week on the PSP network. PSP Primetime coming up tomorrow, and then Boys Hoops, Litton HMB and Garrison, and Botno and Velva. Then a whole slate for you coming up on Friday. And also we'll have the third place and championship game of the Our Redeemers tournament coming up. So lots left to go this week on the PSP network. You got some Yancey scoreboard updates?
I'll give you some quick finals here. Minot's victorious over St. Mary's 89-73. Century just blows out Jamestown 111-49. Dickinson by 30 over Williston. And then Legacy gets into triple digits against Minot North 100-41.
Well, there you have it. Chuck, we got to give out our Spas Etc. move of the game. It's time to bring a spa to your home. Stop in the Spas Etc. and you'll find a massive inventory and the next level sales team that can help you find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room at Spas Etc. I saw you pull them both aside down there. So, Chuck, I know one's the move of the game, one's the MVP, but here's what I had as the Spas, etc. move of the game right there.
Side,
the big three there by Artie Carlo.
I don't need no stinking. I don't want to be clearing out. Now they're clearing out for Artie.
Carlo, high right side.
In my shooting, and boy, a big one right there. That was an awesome move of the game.
I don't need no
stinking. They're clearing out. Now they're clearing out for
And then our Spas, etc. a move of the game, and then that leads us into our Sport Clips MVP. They bring you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is the home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips, and that Sports Clips game MVP as well. I guess here's another highlight, Chuck. Speaking of threes, Brandon Shavers of the club. Not only did Carly hit one, left wing. Here's Scott hit one as well down the stretch.
Came from a pass from Artie Carlo, so those two guys came out big.
Brandon Shavers of the club
with 20 points, a bunch down the stretch. That was just kind of icing on the cake as the Demons were pulling away right there. So Weston Scott's our
Brandon Shavers of the club
MVP of the game. Artie Carlo gets our Spas, etc. move of the game. Both guys getting the photo. So it's pretty cool. Good game for Bismarck High, but Mandan cannot be disappointed. They played hard tonight, and they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. That's for sure.
Yes, they did. Bismarck High moves to 3-0 on the season overall. Mandan drops to 3-1, 0-1 in the conference. Bismarck High 1-0 in the conference. Well, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. More to come as we move on into the new year, as we'll have lots of basketball coming up for you on the PSP Network. Want to thank all of our sponsors, BNC National Bank, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, also to First National Bank and Trust, Ryan Family Leadership, Serve Pro, also Minot State, UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Northern Plains Heating and Air, BSN, Farstead Oil, as well as Val Suckery, Aggie Foundation, Bones Barbecue Sauce, also Drums Collision Center, and Planning Team Financial Advisor, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, and Spas, etc., as well as all the commercials you see throughout the bank. Big thanks to those sponsors. Without those folks, these broadcasts would not be made possible without your help on that. Big thanks goes out to Brittany Hill and John Haugen, getting you all the photos here tonight from KARLGAARD Gymnasium. As it's a split in our girls' game, it was Mandan 72-47, and this one they just went final. Bismarck High wins it by a score of 80-65. For Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey saying so long from KARLGAARD Gymnasium.